them all, but Barrel's probably got a name for
This
each tree
is
friend.
Woody and Planty.
Honestly,
and,
they probably would be some sort of like nature-based names.
Barky.
Very primitive.
Leaf
Sticks.
Erickson, that kind of shit.
Leaf Erickson. Sticks.
Twiggy.
Twiggy.
Twiggy. Yeah, of course. Twiggy.
Well, let's see.
Fun guy. The one that we just met is now Fun Guy.
Fun guy.
Fun guy. Yeah.
I think I'm missing one of you from the roll 20.
That would be
Drop Bear.
Titus.
Yeah, Titus.
Yeah, Titus and Drop Bear.
Yeah, 2.
Alright, well, Drop Bear is at least in here.
And Titus is supposed to be just like soon.
Yeah, he did he give a message that he was going to be late?
Yeah,
be
he
there
said
in
he's
a
going to
couple
be
minutes, I see.
couple minutes. Yeah.
All right, we can get the ball rolling. Oh wait, I got a message from Drop Bear. He said he's going to be on a phone call for a little bit. That's fine.
Okay.
Happens.
So
See, he's in the middle of the day, so everybody calls him then. So.
that's true. Yeah, Nikki's earlier. He's a day ahead. So Titus, of course, who's not here yet, is supposed to be up for scribing this week. I guess we can do the recap. I know I'm going to forget, and then no one's going to be scribed, but I'm going to hopefully remember that if Titus shows up,
we'll try to remind you.
then now it's your fault if this doesn't work.
Yes,
all your
yes,
fault.
I'll take responsibility for being blamed.
All right, but we have Beryl as quartermaster, 3rd week, and Zolophane as previous scribe. Would you like to give us a quick or a recount of last time, Zolophane?
I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so we had made it into the Dwarven mine caves, where giants were. As we're going to the caves, we heard noise of mining. Sounded, I guess, large, like giants. We snuck ahead with Pass Without Trace, and we found many giants mining, and so we hid behind mine carts as they came, deposit ore. We figured, I think they were staying for at least an hour. So we planned on how to get past the giant in our way. So Zolophane vortex warps Kate, who uses prestidigitation to mimic a magic rune, and disturbing noise and distracts all the giants in the area. Then she manages to not be seen and double teleport back to us. So we keep going. We see a molten giant. It seems like the giants are still searching for the thieves who stole the eye. The play of giants around, but we maintain sneak. So we give Kate the warp stick. She warps us all behind the giant in the darkness, and then again, stealthy Kate manages to wait out the giants, hide around, and then teleport back to us. Then we come upon a large gate that blocks the whole cave, guarded by dwarves. Kate drinks an elixir of transformation to become a Drogar. We jump into the portable hole. Then Kate, I guess, and Beryl with her, use the cape of the bottom bank to dimension door, past the gate. And she continues to just run past all the dwarves, which managed to get by all of them. So then we get out of the hole. We try to go towards some giant mushrooms to get out of there, because we think we killed a guy, but we have to lay low. But unfortunately, some giants saw us. There were 3 of them. We took out one pretty quick. Barrel polymorphed one into a slug. We finally take out the last giant with Cloud Kill and arrows. The Barrel takes us all back to the Frost Giant camp. We leave the slug giant with the Frost Giants as a prisoner. Then we have a discussion on the benefits or lack thereof of wild magic. I guess during the fight, Thorothy did something that he absorbed residual wild magic potentially from an item. He also took my backpack. This was a no-no. So
Wild magic stole your backpack.
yes. So I think the conclusion is that they can't be
Worse
trusted.
than a
But at least
dingo.
we can find an item. So maybe we can find this item that he absorbed magic from, use it to fix them, quote unquote, or to at least fix some issues. That's where we're at. We are back at the Frost Giant camp, laying low for a little bit before going back.
All right, thank you for that recap. So I was in the world map now because you're currently within the Frost Giant camp. I think the Shavara tribe, but it is the 39th of summer at 7 p.m., which is when we last left off. I'm guessing you all just want to kind of pass the evening and rest within the Giants camp. Yes?
Yes, actually, I was wondering if we should take 48 hours so that the heat dies down a bit, because the Giants would start losing focus after being on high alert for so long.
Yes, Beryl
But
wanted
24
to
hours,
say.
they could do it easy.
Beryl wanted to say that tribe maybe need to be extra careful because if Beryl not sure if any fire giants know earth magic or Gaian magic, but if any giant knew what tribe did and how tribe disappeared, then giants would set watch on Tree Friend.
I don't think anyone actually had the eyes on us when we went poof. So I don't know.
Yes, Beryl thinks you're right now that Beryl thinks of this.
Yeah, I mean,
But
you
but your
were
point
still within
stands.
the city. There could have been someone watching, but you definitely didn't see anyone.
The giant that was polymorphed into a
Oh yeah, he definitely knows.
snail
Oh, yeah, he's
slug.
Right. Well, he's not going to have a chance to tell anyone.
He's having the hard
Well,
time talking thing.
That only lasts for an hour.
Right, but he's in a jail cell.
They already popped him
He's in a
out.
jail
Yeah, he
cell
was-
in the middle of a bunch of ice giants.
Right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was captured by the Frost Giants.
Yeah, so he's either going to die soon or live out his life as a slave with the Frost Giants. I imagine,
It's got dark.
or a prisoner. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like the Frost
Who
Giants
knows?
are probably not going to
He
let
can
him
get married.
go.
He can have children.
Maybe-
It's fine. I don't
maybe
know what
there's
happens
a-
when a fire giant and a frost giant have a baby, though. Is that a
There's a-
steam giant?
There's a love story here. It's unlikely that the Frost Giants will fall in love with him, but maybe, maybe he'll be put to work or something.
Maybe he's got high charisma.
We have
fire giant.
48 hours to play
No.
matchmaker.
Yeah, it's true.
He's got high charisma. Just woo.
Sounds like a new reality show here.
She was like,
Fire
"You're not
giant
cold like
prisoner."
the guys around here. You're kind of hot."
Jeez.
You know, ice versus fire. You know, I don't know. Sorry.
She was like, hey.
God damn, that was horrible.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Wait. Oh, I totally forgot about my soundboard. Hang on.
The best thing about Lou's sound effects, like when Lou uses his soundboard, the funniest thing about it is that he's always like, "Hang on," and then we all go
Because
silent. for like
I
4
never have it
seconds
ready
while
because
he
it's not.
finds the button.
I have to have my roll 20 up, so I have to like bring up the.
It's
anyway,
like, wait for it.
wait for it, yeah.
You need one more screen, is what you need, Lou.
Well, my other screen is for the stream, so I need a third screen now.
I think you need 6. You need 6 screens. That's what you
I
need.
just need like an evil villain layer with a bunch of monitors,
Yes.
like
And
controlling
one
everything.
that looks like it's hacking something, but it's just a screensaver. You know, like
Exactly.
I used to work in an evil villain lair when I was a dispatcher for an airport police department. So in addition to being a police department, we had cameras all over a whole airport facility. So like it was one of those rooms with 800 screens.
Well, maybe if
with so
I,
many screens that if anyone actually did break the law, no one would notice.
if I get a
Right.
bigger desk, maybe I'll get a third monitor. I don't know. That seems hard though. Seems like a lot. But all right. So anyway, yeah. So we want to wait 2 days. Is that the plan?
I was just thinking that might be a way. If are we on we're not on a heavy timeline, right? Like we don't have to be like.
So
Well,
the
Tribe
we have to hurry, but not like.
Tribe doesn't
That's not like-
know. Tribe doesn't know how much time will be enough time for Shadow Lords to gain strength and gain followers and enact
Yeah, so there's
Giant
sort of
wolf
like
man.
a soft timer on that, because like the more time you take, the more the Children of Shadow gain strength.
See,
There's
I was thinking timelines like if we screw around for like a month, that's bad.
Oh, I've
But if we
lost
screw
a
around for
month.
like a day or two, like But
um
Am I remembering correctly? Is this the group where we lost like a month when we went in that one portal and fought the Attical?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
so we've
Tribe lost a
already
little
done
bit
that.
of time.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
you lost.
never
You
mind.
actually lost like a season. It was like 3 months, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
so what
as
you're
far
saying is
as
we already fucked around and are about to find out. Is what
Yeah,
you're trying to say?
well, you
we
fucked
fucked
around.
around
You
for
haven't
90
found out
days
yet,
because
though.
yeah. We went in a
But-
portal, had a 3-minute fight, came out, and 90 days had passed.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
it
I
was,
remember that
it
now.
was-
Yeah.
it's not the greatest, but also like in terms of local timers, you know that the area is still kind of at war, as the Frost Giants have not yet conquered their ally, or not their allies, their enemies, the everlasting ones. So this camp isn't completely safe, but yeah.
Yeah.
We could lie low and
Yeah.
attack the
Well,
Well,
if
should
Tribe
should we
goes,
go in next morning, or should we like let it cool down a bit? Because I'm like, there's an argument for both. One is just speed. If we go in, we're going fast.
Harold,
But if we wait,
if Giants not know, like if Giants not see Tribe leave and not know how Tribe leave, then Barrel's not sure if 12 hours makes any difference to 36 hours.
I was just thinking high alert. It's hard to stay on high alert for a really long time. You begin to not be on high alert after a day or two, just because it's
Well, and
high alert.
Tribe could go back in stealthed and using sneaky magic and ready to be.
Oh, I mean,
hidden.
I was thinking we were going to do that anyway, but yeah.
I know I'm happy to stay with you longer if needed, Boulder Bottom says. Just as long as you're not trying to keep me for a year or anything. I do have to head back.
Oh
at some
no.
But
Well, Boulder Bottom.
I do owe you
have
for-
you've traveled the area.
I feel like
what
he's
what
going to
would
be
be your
hesitant to go in
advice?
any portals with us now after we talked about that in front of him.
Yeah.
It's fine. no, but Boulder Bottom. Like what you have traveled the city before, or traveled through anyway.
Long
Back in the
ago,
day.
yes.
What would your suggestion be for should we wait or should we go back immediately?
He says, well, the city's changed a bit since I've been there. It seems like they have more defenses now. The deep dwarves have fortified a bit. But you might have a point. Giving it some time to cool down could be a wise decision. Seems like they're already on a bit of high alert from someone stealing from them. But
What is
again,
when?
God.
Sorry.
He says, but yeah, again, like you were saying, taking too long could also be dangerous because of how this place isn't completely safe. I don't know anything about the Children of Shadow, but
Yeah. When Tribe go back, if no giants there, nobody watching for Tribe, all good. Tribe concealed, no high alert gone. Well, maybe not gone, but not on the spot we enter. What is Tribe plan? Does Tribe want to get all the way through city to find tunnel that Roldo show Tribe, or is Tribe looking for anything in city? What is Tribe's plan?
I mean, Oh,
We were going for the tower.
yeah,
Go
we're
for
going
tower?
for the tower. I will confess, if the wild magic Doohickey should show up, I will be sorely tested to stay focused. But I think
Oh,
going to the
yes.
tower would.
what was that? Raldo says you were talking about some kind of shard or energy.
I don't completely understand it, but it is a piece, a fragment that is organized. Oh, that's a weird way of putting it. It is a piece of the chaos of the weave. It is chaos magic, the element of chaos, that has been
Oh.
structured in such a way that it would be. You could put it into an item. It's very weird because I don't understand. It's like those those pictures they show in the books that the illusionists always are going off about, where you look at the thing and it like morphs into two things at the same time. you know, like an old man, like an old woman and a young woman, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
That's what this magic looks like.
Did you recognize it, Thorothi?
I did not recognize it initially, but it is getting familiar when I think about it.
As well, I just it's curious why you just randomly encountered that down there. I wonder if there's something more to it.
I'm thinking.
Tribe had friend named Sim who was working on way to contact Chaos Entity that Tribe encountered before. Sim was kidnapped by one of Void Giants, but maybe if Tribe can encounter Chaos Child again, will help Vlad with Chaos Magic, or Drop Bear with Chaos Magic.
Oh, Thorothi. Were you saying something, Thorothi?
No, I had something else that it's gone out of my head. Apologies.
All right. I'm going to turn you up a bit because you're coming in.
Yeah, I
kinda
keep
low.
turning him up, and then at some point I turn him down, and then I turn him back up again.
It's the joy of Discord. You're
Apologies.
you either can't hear someone or you blow out your eardrums. That's the two settings.
There's not much in between.
Yeah. All right. I got you at 180. That should be enough.
Now, unfortunately, what I was thinking, my train of thought left the station without me.
Ah. All right. Well, what do you all want to do?
Sorry,
Roldo says I'm gonna go get some rest. It's been quite the day.
Oh. Yes.
Right.
So, yes, I think we should wait 48 hours and then go back in.
Yeah, Beryl leans towards this too, but Beryl wants to know what Tribe plan is. Tribe
I
just
think we
bumbled
should
blindly, or-
beeline it for the tower, like just
super
boom.
stealthy and cover ground is plan kind of thing,
Yes.
right?
We either can look at the spot where we saw the item,
Yeah.
yes, in general, go toward the tower, I guess.
Get towards
Can we-
where Raldo think is path Tribe looks for, and pass everything Tribe see a long way. Mostly, unless Chaos Magic or something specific that Tribe not expecting.
The
But
item was
it's
fairly
in-
close to the mushroom, so potentially we could see it.
Yeah,
It was like a couple of blocks over, if I remember right. But
yeah.
yeah. So
All right. So are we ready? Or sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, we could. Why don't we ask our hosts if it would be okay for us to stay for a day or two, and then we can. If anyone has anything they need to do during the 48 hours, we can do that. What, sound good?
All right. So you're gonna go to
So we're
speak with
wait.
Shiva.
So we want to stay here at the camp, or we want to go back in the
Yes,
morning? I'm hearing conflicting.
48 hours stay at the camp. That's my vote. What do you say, Anarchy?
I
vote
can
with
probably find something to do around here for 2 days to keep me occupied and not bored. But
That sounds very
just
scary.
don't get mad at me for anything I choose to do.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Yeah.
you choose to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, idle hands, so on.
Okay. Zataflay, what do you say?
But in terms of waiting,
Yes.
fine with me. As long as we don't wait too long. A few days seems fine.
Oh, okay. And
And what about you, who just entered?
Titus.
Titus.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Titus.
Answer the question that you don't know what the question is. Go.
Answer,
Yes.
yes or no?
Immediately or 48 hours? What do you think? And your mic's off.
Oh, that's gonna make.
Well, we
it
might
hard.
also have to tell him where we are and why we're waiting. 'cause
No, that'd be way
that
too
part
easy.
too. Oh, he's having tech
We'll
problems.
yeah, we'll let. I was just mostly kidding. We'll let Titus get his stuff together. But so if you so that you are gonna ask to stay for 2 days.
Oh, he
Sounds like.
says quicker is better. He votes for go.
All right. Well, I think he said he didn't mind staying, but quicker. You know, not staying too long, right? Right, Zalafe? Is that what you said?
Yes.
No, I was
But,
talking about
yes.
Titus. Yeah.
Oh, Titus.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
He went.
Well, all right. So you go and speak to Shiva.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Welcome back.
right.
Welcome.
Oh, you're jumping through hoops right now.
Welcome
It's
back,
going.
stranger. It's been a bit.
I'm happy to be back.
All right. So
Sorry about my absences.
no worries.
It happens.
So Shiva, who's talking to her?
Everybody.
I'll talk to her.
Everyone. All right. I guess who is the highest persuader in the group? What's
guess
the
that's-
group's?
Me.
All right. What's
Barrel's
your,
I'll-
off
I'll
playing
be
with the
fake.
animals.
what's
I'll
your
be face. I'll be face.
what's your persuasion
face.
score? Because you might not be able to fail this.
+9.
Oh yeah. So she says, of course you all could stay. You've done so much for the tribe. We'd be happy to share our food and our lodgings with you. Know that it might not be completely safe here, as the everlasting ones have been on the move. We've had several skirmishes with them since the incident at the troll cave, but other than that, yeah, feel free to use our camp as yours. And she smiles.
We thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. All right, so passing time. There's not enough time for a downtime activity today. You don't have to worry about food for now. The Shavara are feeding you. So we'll say they roll something.
This evening I will go and help them make dinner, and teach them the wonders of lightly spicing your food.
Okay, so you go and maybe
And by lightly spicing, it's like your whole pack of spices goes in one pot of their food.
Basically, yes.
yeah, the pots are like.
Yes,
Well,
but-
actually, it's more like skewered meats that they're cooking.
Oh, nice. So we're just kind of rubbing them with some.
Yeah, I'm
I mean
like
the meat
sprinkling-
wedges are
Then-
like bigger than you all, but yeah, sure. Like
yeah.
Vlad
I mean, they're
climbs up
good job.
there and is like just shaking down all these spices on it.
Yeah, hey, my
up
my
to, like,
stack,
a masseuse
my
walking off.
haversack of
Yeah, he's
spices
like-
is just turned
It's like
inside out. and
massaging the huge chunk of meat on the skewer. All right, but anyway, the evening would pass without issue. Speak now if you're doing anything.
Barrel's spending time with her menagerie, but that's all.
Got your little bear cub and your wyvern. All right, so it is now 8 a.m. on the 40th of summer. And I believe the group wants to keep passing time.
I would like to write to pen a scroll, just a single one.
Okay, I think that, well, depending on the level, is like a day or
It's
something.
it's a level 1.
Okay.
It's just level 1. Yeah.
So I think that's common. I mean, you know what you need to do for that, right?
Yeah, it's just 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. It's one work session, so 8 hours.
Okay.
And
so, yeah.
I forgot the cost, so I need to tell you that though, because I have to take that out of the inventory.
Yeah, so you
I'll take care of it.
can
Keep going.
either use inks or components for that, and it has to be Arcana, like arcane ones. Because yeah, you're an arcane caster, right?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, if you just minus the
Well,
resources,
I
you
can-
can
I can-
say.
The spell I'm scrolling is arcane, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if you just minus the resources, you can say you make it. Does everyone else have a project they can work on today?
Nope.
All right. Is there something you'd like
I'm
to
gonna
work
go
on?
around. I'm gonna go around looking for stuff to steal.
Oh, jeez. All right. So criminal activities.
I mean,
Not
I
exactly.
warned everybody.
Not exactly a heist, but just like kind of looking to pickpocket and just take stuff. All right.
I did
So
warn everybody.
just FYI, you do think they have a cache of what are they called? They're the blue gems. Keep thinking emeralds. But it's not emeralds. Sapphires.
Sapphire.
You do think they have a
Sapphires?
cache of sapphires somewhere here, but that would be more of a heist if you want to try to heist the Shivara clan. That would take like 5
Sure.
days. Do you want to work on
I guess
that,
you
or
can
just
start
do more
today.
like petty theft? You can start the
I-
project, but you would need 5 days to complete it.
Petty theft is probably fine.
All right, so we'll just be stealing smaller things.
Sure.
Disappointing.
What does anyone else need something to do?
Do I need a workshop or library to get a schematic for an item?
So
Is
to
that
do
research?
to do research for item recipes, you would need a library.
I can't just do it myself because I'm awesome at stuff. Okay.
Just think in your own brain.
I'm an artificer. I mean, we make
Oh,
stuff.
there it is.
Okay. I could have learned it as an infusion. Okay.
He invents it himself over
Uh,
the course of time.
Oh,
is that
you
possible?
are you trying to make so how do those, can you like I thought there were certain items you can make as infusions, right?
Yes, but I mean, can I get a
Like
can I
actually
craft
make it?
one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good question.
Like,
Researching how to turn an infused item into an actual item.
Or even just, like-
It kind of goes along
do-
with
do I
like the
need a
mad scientist
library?
inventor kind of vibe from Artificers, you know?
yeah, that's why if I
That's
need a library to be able to, if I could have access to it, do I still need a library to research a schematic?
All right. How about
Or something like
we'll
that?
say maybe you can do independent research for a week without a library
Okay.
for 2 story points. How about that?
2 story points and a work week? I don't know. Let's.
It's a high price to pay.
All right, 1 story.
Probably
point.
not. I don't know. I probably rather use them for things that. matter
Okay,
more.
that's fine. You
Um,
can we can
all right,
say like we'll
I'll,
just wait for a library.
Okay, I'll think about what I can do.
Okay. And what about Throthi?
I don't have anything planned currently.
All right. If you want, you don't have to have a downtime project. You could just say you're kind of just doing your own thing, keeping to yourself. But there are some things you can do at downtime projects, as far as like learning tools, languages, and just improving like your personal resources. But if you don't have anything in mind right now, like you could just say you're hanging out. It could be
Hang out
useful.
and try and
Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna try and think over that chaos energy.
Mm.
What could you do with that? That's true. What
Meditate upon
would you do with that?
it.
Huh.
It is an example of structured chaos magic,
Yeah,
which is really weird.
it wouldn't exactly be research. I'm just trying to think what sort of downtime thing you could do with that. All right, how about maybe you can just
Something religious.
No, I don't think it'd be religious. Let's say if
I'm
you
trying to
want,
think of like, you know,
let's say like you can
I don't know.
do kind of a 5-day study of it. So if you want to just put days towards it,
Mm.
like you can start a project in the downtime stuff, and like yeah, you can put days towards that. No price just yet.
Yeah, I think
You're
I'll
just-
start doing that.
Just kind of studying the energy that you've absorbed, which does seem to stay with you. It didn't dissipate, so until you use it, it seems like it's still there. How many levels did you get? Do you have that info?
Can't remember. So I wrote it down. I'm trying to figure out what I
Right.
did, and I didn't say.
I don't know if you-
apologies.
I think
Could you
it
tell
was
us?
4.
I believe it was only 4.
So one thing that's interesting, when you do your long rest, you have your normal spell amount, and you still have those 4 levels of energy. So it's still with you, just like extra spell energy. So yeah, we'll say you can study that. All right, so then you all have a project, yes?
Yes.
Is there? So I've been keeping track of. So some of the times when we're at camp and I spend time with the animals, like wasn't downtime days, but like if we are actually spending downtime days, I've done like I've been keeping track of them, of like wyvern training and stuff. But I'm wondering at this point, like after the whole the wyvern trainer that worked with her while we were in that void and lost that month or 3 months or whatever, like is there still any benefit to me spending downtime days on wyvern training?
Well, how many days do you have on her now?
Beryl has 15, Titus has 2, Gazira had 1, and Thala had 121.
All right, so yeah, at this point, she is fairly trained. Like, you could ride her if you want. She's
Which Beryl already has been riding her, yeah. Not extensively, but a little bit.
She's yeah, I don't think she's an adult yet, but she is
No, she's not.
Like a medium sized
Adolescent, yeah.
And yeah, I don't. So you don't have to keep training her at this point. She's pretty much.
I don't
set.
have to keep tracking them. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So if you want to do something else, that's fine.
In that case, yeah,
maybe the
Beryl will
polar
start
bear.
a potion or something. I'll figure it out and put it in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is fine. All right. So another day is.
And I'm gonna
going to
remove all the
be-
wyvern training from the log if we're cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I craft items that will help them in their assault on the other giant camp?
Yeah, sure. If you have the time and resources.
Well, I've got a day, right?
Yeah.
What kind of things would like? I don't know what kind of things I would want.
So are you gonna
Do I need
talk
siege
to
equipment?
Shiva?
Yes. Yes. So while I'm here, that's what I can do is make stuff that they could find handy.
All right. So if you and I'll get to you in a moment, Anakate. But if you go talk to Shiva, she would say, "What kind of things could you provide us, Salafe?"
Anything. If you have raw materials, I can make anything that you wish.
Oh. I know the smaller ones, not to be insulting, but your people do use interesting engines and machinery for warfare. Giants usually just use our massive bulk and strength. I must confess I don't know much about what type of weaponries you could provide. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, what weapons would you want? You guys throw these boulders. Reinforced boulders? I don't know. Like, could we make some giant like slingshot bolts? They could throw at walls that does more damage. Or
So almost like a
weapons armor,
trebuchet type
anything.
thing.
Kind of, or yeah. But I mean, they could throw them, but just make like iron banded boulders. Like,
Oh, I see.
or something like that.
She.
Like what else could or like arms and armor I can do. I don't think they need ladders or anything, but
No, we don't generally
I
need
think they
ladders.
need-
Though
maybe,
she
like,
says an iron banded
weapons.
boulder, that could be useful. I mean, the rocks we throw are pretty effective, but to add metal to them, that could definitely work. How many of these do you think you could make us?
let's see. That is a question.
Says, well, why don't
What does it
I
say?
why don't I have you work with our forge master? He does all our weaponry, and maybe if you can show him how to make bands for boulders that could be
50
wrapped
gold
around them.
pieces per work week. Combined total is 50 gold. The basic question is, how much is it worth?
I mean, to put
Yeah, how
iron
much is a
bands
boulder
around
worth?
boulders, it would be fairly cheap, I'd say. And this is using your ability, right? Or no, this is just using crafting.
No, this is just using crafting.
Okay.
I
So,
can create any tools I need.
so yeah, you think you could get a couple of iron banded boulders in a day. She says, is there anything you'd
Okay.
want for helping us? I would be happy to reimburse you.
I think we are set, other than your continued aid. And anything that will help against the scourge of the ever-living ones is a benefit to all.
She nods. She says, yes, I think in the long run it will benefit both the smaller peoples and our tribe.
I just don't like being idle. Idle hands, right? That's what they say.
I see. Well, yes, I'll introduce you to our
Kate's ears start burning.
It's he's like picking Shiva's pocket right now. He's like, yoink. All right, so yeah, she says, I'll introduce you to our smith, and you two can work on that. Thank you again. All right, so we'll say you're doing that for the 2 days. And Kate, are you trying to what sort of stuff are you trying to steal exactly? I'll just give me a perception check. The higher you roll, the more options you'll have. I'll say you're kind of
Yeah,
casing the camp.
I guess the issue would be that everything is giant size. So
You're pickpocketing lint.
Yeah. All right. Well, with the 12,
That was perfectly set up.
so
All right.
hang on, let me roll some dice here. So you know that Shiva has access to some nature components that she keeps in her tent for her rituals. There's also, I think there was an alchemist guy you were kind of casing last time, but you weren't able to steal from him, right? Like you failed or something?
yeah.
Yeah, so you still have that. You could look into getting some of the sapphires. Yeah, I think with the 12, I'll say those are the two main things. The other thing you could possibly steal is just, I don't know, like if you're just trying to keep busy, there's plenty of like normal items you could try to steal. Although I guess they'd all be giant size, so that might be less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that.
Yeah, so you know they have a large cache of sapphires somewhere. That's going to take some planning, though. So you could steal
That's pretty much.
like a couple sapphires, or try to steal some of the War Master's components.
All right. I guess I will go for the War Master's components.
All right. So
AK's not
I-
a patient man to put in a little
Oh,
bit of work now and.
We've solved it. So
We don't
so
have the
Anna Kate
time.
also gets
Well,
imprisoned
we don't know
with
how
the
many times
fire
we're gonna
giant,
be back,
and
though.
that's the love connection. Okay, so
wait, what?
she
That's the
sets
love
up Anna Kate
connection?
in the prison with the fire giant, as she's caught.
Oh, Hannah Kate,
mean-
the fire giant. Wow, that's
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know who had that on their bingo card, but it's going down.
Yeah.
How did Anna Kate die? Well, she died happy. So
Oh, jeez. All right. Anyway.
Well, we keep coming back here. Like we've come back like 3 or 4 times after leaving to do other things. So there is the chance that we would be back here to continue projects we start, but we're not sure.
Unless Anna Kate gets the group in trouble with the Shavara thing.
Right.
But
I'm
anyway,
sure it's fine.
you're doing this alone, right, Anna Kate?
I guess.
All right. So we're gonna
I
start.
didn't hear any volunteers.
I assume you're trying to
You didn't ask.
That's true.
Did you
didn't ask.
explain to us what you're doing? I assumed you did not.
I didn't give.
hell no.
I did not give specifics. No.
Exactly.
Anna Kate just was vague and then disappeared into the giant camp. All right. So we'll start with I assume you're gonna try to sneak in and steal them. So I'm guessing we'll start with a stealth check. I'm gonna roll the DC, which will be 2d10 plus 5.
Okay.
Kind of randomize it a little.
Sounds fun.
Actually, hang on. Let me take a look at how good frost giants are at perception. Where's Frost Giants?
Turns out frost giants are the wisest of all giants.
No, fire giants I know are really good at perception. I don't know about frost giants.
That's because they have ADHD.
They just want to.
Frost giants have snow
Ah.
blindness. They can't see anything.
Frost giants are okay. So I'll say the DC is 15.
Here you go. I can't fail.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay.
31.
All right, so you
Shit.
kind of
Well,
keep
you
a
can
lookout,
laugh it. That works too.
sneaking into the tent when you have a chance. In here, I need a perception check. DC
That's
is
where this falls apart.
10.
7.
Oh, jeez. Do you have anything to re-roll or affect that?
I mean, I could have done advantage beforehand, but I can't now.
You can story
Um,
point to get a re-roll.
Sure, I'll story point to get a reroll.
All right. You can do that once per
Oh, no.
rest. All right.
You'd have to think with the +3 on perception, eventually I would have gotten something good.
So 21. At first, you don't see the nature components, which are usually kind of out in the open. But then you kind of pick up some small dust tracings and like pieces of herb near a large chest, which is locked. Looks like
Okay.
not the best lock, but still not nothing. DC is 10 for a lockpick here.
All
You
right.
could literally reach your hand into the lock though, because it.
I do have thieves' tools, and I do have proficiency with them now, so let's give it a whirl.
All right.
21.
So you open up the chest, and inside there are 500 maho of nature components.
Okay.
Skim from the top.
Sweet.
Wait, my mic's on. Shit, sorry.
How much are you taking?
How much can I carry?
Oh, you can carry it all if you want, but if you take it all, it might be more obvious that someone robbed her.
True.
So it's kind of up to you.
I'll just take the most valuable ones. No, I don't know.
So 500 maho is basically like 500 GP worth of nature components.
Okay. I guess I'll take 100.
All right, so you slip 100.
Kind of feeling
into-
like this wasn't really worth it, but that's okay.
Well, you can take more if you want.
No, I'm doing it for the thrill more than I am the money.
Oh, all right.
Suddenly, AK is cautious.
All right, so you take 100 maho of nature components, which you know can be used to craft several healing potions, so that could be useful.
Yes,
And one
I'll-
more stealth check to get out unnoticed. DC is... I'll just roll for it. DC is 18. There's a couple of
Okay.
giants outside now.
Sorry, I was adding the nature components to my inventory. Yeah.
So you
Jesus.
ninja it out completely undetected. You have gotten away with your little mini heist. All right. Anyone else need to do something specific today? I think that was it.
Lou, remind me, I can use nature components for alchemy, right? For healing potions?
Yes, for healing.
Oh, well, I guess that's herbalism, kept not alchemy,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So healing
But
potions
yeah,
are
that's fine. Carol has
herbalism.
both.
Alchemy is other potions.
Okay, yeah. For a moment, I was questioning which one I was supposed to use, but yeah, I marked it on the inventory. She started a potion, but she's got 5 days on it, so yeah,
Okay.
I subtracted the amounts.
All right. So the day passes without issue. It is now the next day. So the 41st of summer, 8 a.m. What do you want to do? Spending another day?
Let's see. It's been to. I, hmm.
Like something like 36
Yeah,
hours.
I thought we were gonna
Tribe
spend.
come
I thought we were
here.
gonna spend 40. I thought we were gonna spend 8 hours and then this evening go back in, like
Oh.
rest today
evening.
and then go back.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
guess
you're gonna
That makes
time
do.
and
sense?
mountain is all the same, so it doesn't matter if tribe go in day or night,
Yeah, you'd be
as long as
underground.
tribe is well rested.
So you're not sure how they do sleeping and resting down there.
Build the bottom. How did they do sleeping
Don't
on
they
ice
have
then?
light
Do you know?
zones that emulate the day cycle?
It says last I was down there, they have basically like kind of glowing mushrooms and continual light rocks. Kind of the usual stuff you find deep underground to give off light. I don't think it's as bad as the deep. The darkness doesn't make them go insane, so they're not as needing of things like light stones or sunstones. But yeah,
Well,
they,
when
they
we
use
were
magic to light
running
it up.
when we were running through the city, did we feel like I'm sure that was gloomy compared to the surface, but like, did we have trouble seeing, or was the like streets well lit?
The streets were pretty well lit. It was mostly dim light coming from a bunch of mushrooms, and like I said, every now and then there was a light stone and like a street lamp. But
Okay.
yeah, you could still see a good amount.
All right,
And
so
I
they
think
don't
you
take like
had
the
your
time
own
to
light
like
source too.
brightly light everything, but there are light sources around that are at least dim. Okay.
In most places, yeah.
Well, if tribe goal is to get past city and go continue looking for tower, and Beryl thinks tribe should go in super sneaky, ready to stealth through mountain, through fire giant territory.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we're going one more day of downtime. Then in the evening, you're gonna go use your tree to get back to the mushroom.
Does
Yes.
going in the morning or going in the evening make difference?
Hold the bottom? I guess not. No. Yes.
He says,
So-
"Well, I don't believe so. I mean, the light kind of stays the same down there. I don't know what the sleep cycle is like. I'm guessing they probably all wake and rest at the same times, but I'm not sure how that works. I don't know too much about the underground city sleep schedules.
So mechanically, if we had been up all day and decided to start some sort of mission at night, we could risk it going long and us becoming exhausted. But if we are planning in advance like this and have like a downtime day ahead of a night mission, we could, since the downtime project is only 8 hours of that day, we could nap or like adjust our sleep cycle. And
Well, you'd get in there at 4 p.m. So you could still take, what would it be, like 8 hours, because you would have to go to bed by midnight. So
okay, but that's we would still need to have a long rest at some point around our normal rest time. We couldn't adjust that normal rest time because we were preparing the previous day.
I mean, I guess if you took a day to like change your sleep cycle a little, you could do something weird like that, but there's no real benefit to changing unless you knew exactly when they were sleeping down there.
And that's why I asked.
It has to be
It's
rolled
like
for
I
this
thought-
because it gets really weird otherwise. So I understand. Like,
Sorry, say that again.
there has to be rules for this because it gets really weird otherwise. So
Right. But that's what I'm saying is like I'm not sure if I see the benefit to us going at night is what I'm saying.
The benefit would just be you get a day of downtime.
Okay.
But yeah,
But
if you want
our-
more time to explore, then yeah, you probably want to go early. So I guess it's up to you. Or I guess Boulder Bottom would kind of be giving you that indication, like, because obviously I'm not talking to you, but Boulder Bottom would be saying, well, I mean, it would be safer if we had more time to explore, but if we took a day for you all to work on your projects, 8 hours would be a good amount of time to find someplace safe while we make our way through the city. They probably have inns and such we could use. Oh wait, do we have? That's right. Do we have disguises?
I thought Tribe
Not
was
for real,
trying
not
to
for
sneak
everyone.
through super quiet, like, and not stay and be seen.
So yeah, I
How
guess if
long
we're
would it take to go from where we were to where the tunnel to the tower is?
says we'd have to make our way through the middle parts of the city, which
Oh,
would probably be a couple of hours of stealthy travel. I don't know
is
if
there a
they.
safer route?
And he says, last time I went, I just went right through, but it seemed like there was less defenses back then. As I said, I haven't been to the city in a while, so we might have to figure it out on the fly. Try to find ways around any defenses they have. I know it's like a normal city, so they have inns and such. I don't know how friendly they are to surface dwellers, though.
Does Tribe
That's
have
not very
way of
friendly right now.
Yeah.
Does Tribe have ways of making Tribe look like Dwegar or other under surface dwellers?
For 10
For a long
minutes.
time.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
Nobody has seeming. Okay. I guess we're all like
mean, if we-
many of us are multi-classed, so we don't have those higher level spells. Okay,
I'm trying to think, if we like skirted the city, how much longer would it take to get to the location? Or is the location
op-
that's already in the middle of the city?
But
Says,
is that an option?
The cave we need is in the middle of the city. I don't know if there are
Oh,
caves
well,
that.
never mind.
He says, yeah, it's one of the old ruins that I'm hoping they don't use. Yeah, there isn't really a way to find another. I mean, we could look, but I don't think there's another way to get there. So we would have to go through the city.
Well, Beryl votes for stealth. Try to stay low, not be seen, no inns, no, risks. But also, Beryl, I'm not sure if stealth alone will get Tribe all the way if Tribe has to go to center of city. So disguises or other plans may be needed too.
I don't have anything for this, guys. Sorry.
Neither do I.
Well, I guess, stealth is our best option then, Boulder Bottom says. I think...
How long does invisibility last? 10 minutes?
An hour.
How long does what?
Invisibility lasts 10 minutes? Oh, an hour? Yeah, an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
I think as a group we underrate the fun part of cutting our way through places. I mean, we could really make a show of it, guys.
I don't like getting hit with boulders.
The
I
whole
just
point
don't.
is no show. No, we don't want to make show.
I don't like getting squished by boulders. I just, it's a personal thing.
No,
I
it's more
understand that
fun
some people's
sneaking.
lifestyles are different, but
Well,
I gotta wear this
Beryl
lighter
can make-
armor if we're gonna sneak. I don't want to
Beryl can make Tribe extra
pass it up
sneaky
to
like
the store.
always, but
if I'm honest, Boulder Bottom says, I don't think we can completely stealth through the city. It's most likely going to require some amount of violence. It's just too large of a group, but we can certainly try.
yes.
I guess I was wrong about you. You're not all bad, Boulder Bob.
Oh,
We need to get as close as possible so we can do the violence and then run away quickly.
That is the thing.
So-
We can't maintain the violence. We would be overwhelmed if we continued fighting in one spot. There are just too many giants and dwarves down there, so it'd have to be like hit and run attacks.
Could
Our-
sneak
I mean, we
close?
did think about depopulating it through polymorph and bringing slug giants back
Over
until we
a
completely.
Several year campaign of
slowly depopulate the city.
yeah.
Could we sneak closer, and then when we are close, disguise ourselves?
He says that could be an
Oh.
option.
Does
There
here do invisibility?
there might be sections of the city where we could use disguises and talk our way through. I'm guessing if there's one gate, there might be several, and I don't think we can.
I can't prepare invisibility as.
Ah.
I think
This is or go ahead.
no, I just realized something. I thought for a second that I might be the only one that knows Dwarven, but Boulder Bottom's a dwarf, isn't he? So we're all set.
He is, so he can speak Dwarven.
I think Anna Kate does, and I do.
All right. Well, yeah.
I
My
think at least
guess.
half the parade speaks German.
He says if we have resources to
Never come up
disguise
with
or invisibility, it'd be good to have those ready in case we have to shift our
Fair.
plan.
Beryl can get through unseen on Beryl's own, but Beryl
Alright.
doesn't have good plan for everybody.
Yes, and I can as well, Boulder Bottom says, or at least I think I can. But yeah, the problem comes when we're trying to get everyone through. Right.
Yeah, Beryl can be tiny, but also Beryl is way sneakier as Beryl than Beryl is as Tiny Spider or any other wild shape.
He says if we want to be careful, although this could be a bit tedious, but if we wait for the days when Beryl has her escape ability through the trees, that would be safer in case we're forced into a bad situation and have to retreat.
Well,
Beryl
funny
has
thing.
Beryl has this every day, but the
But you
problem
must
is
go
if
in today.
Tribe. Yes, exactly. So Tribe would have to pass night in order to have escape ability.
And that's what I mean. Like, we might want to find a safe place within the city to kind of bed down as we push our way through.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
why
think
I was
we
kinda
have
suggesting
the
the inn.
possibility of just getting the hell out, but it's really expensive if we do it. So
Oh, how do you mean?
She has-
Boulder Bottom. Do shroomwoods grow all over or are very limited down under?
Oh, they're all over. Usually at the edges of the city, unless they've been cut down. But, I mean, you saw when we were down there, there were quite a few at the edges. So,
Well,
I'm
Tribe only
guessing-
saw a very small part of city, so.
ah,
But if
there were 10.
shroomwoods are going to be other places, maybe not everywhere, but like in pockets and edges of city where Tribe can go find shroomwoods, then Tribe could.
I believe the deep dwarves use them as decoration, so you'll find them near some of the houses as well as in other places in the cave.
Tree-lined
Oh.
suburban streets.
Sort of, yeah.
sort of.
There's
Or
those,
mushroom-
and there's
mushroom
the
line.
glowing mushrooms that also grow naturally down there. So,
The glowing mushrooms are big.
no, those are smaller, but
Ah,
still
Beryl
fairly
needs
numerous.
Beryl needs much bigger plants, like tree-sized plants.
All right, well, we
I can
can.
invisible 3 people.
Oh,
With the 4th level
Okay.
spell slot. But only once.
but only once.
And that's for an hour.
Do we
Yes, that'd be an hour.
do we wish to go down and try to plan it out? Keep an
If
eye out.
Tribe is strategering and 1 hour of invisibility could cover lots of ground, but 3 people
Well,
is
except
not
it's for
Tribe.
3 people.
We could also
That's for 3 people.
We could also
Those-
just get closer. People can polymorph, right? So we have options to go full tiny or biz, right? Or
That's
just stealth closer,
true.
and then when we're in the packed town, then we can do other things like invisibility.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
Anna
Tribe-
Kate, can you
Potions.
turn invisible?
And once a day for an hour.
Okay, so that's 4 people plus 2 people who can be tiny.
How long can
don't
second
need
person be
Voldemort.
tiny? Beryl can be tiny for a long time, but second person, how long can be tiny?
I think enlarge reduce is like a minute,
Yeah, I think it's really
No,
fast.
I meant,
unless you use the potions.
meant, like-
I think he's talking polymorph.
Thorothy, I
Oh,
believe
I
you.
was talking polymorph, but that was
Yeah, Thorothy
talking-
polymorphed himself when we first entered the caves, but I think that's an hour.
Dorothy,
But that's
how
still-
long does
that's
As
how
an
the same
long
as
hour,
the-
yes.
That's the same as the invisibility, though. So between Beryl mild shape, and Thorothy polymorph, crawl in people's pockets, and then 4 people invisible. That gives Tribe an hour to get through maybe worst part of like where Tribe doesn't think Tribe can be unseen or something. You know?
Not to be meta, but a polymorph means you get the mental statistics of the shape also.
Well, then
So-
Tribe is ready to scoop up stupid spider as soon as it becomes
Put
stupid
it in a
spider.
jar.
Stay in pocket.
Okay. All
I do
right.
have vials. I can put holes in the top.
Yeah.
Make it,
Make
There
sure,
you go.
make
Terrarium.
sure you,
Little
make sure you
terrarium.
give it air.
put some nice
This is our stealth
some
terrarium.
rocks in there.
Yeah,
Some rocks in there. 1 stick.
like
Yeah.
a little tarantula plastic thing. Thorothy is the new pet of the party. Alright.
You throw at somebody and you go, poof! Oh my gosh, look at that.
And then
Spider
yeah,
attack.
because if any damage, it's 1 hit point. More than that, boom, turns back in Thorothy, ready to
True.
kick some ass.
Well, this happens with Beryl too. If Beryl is tiny wild shape, very little damage will make Beryl appear.
Alright. So yeah, what is you guys gonna go in the morning, in the evening? How do you want to do this?
Beryl has no preference.
I have no preference either. So
8 hours.
if
should
they
be enough to get
if they were
Beryl
following our
some
timeline, I would
escape.
say in the evening, like when everybody's like going home from work, that kind of thing. But we would wait for that to pass. But I don't think it matters. I don't think they
Alright.
follow like 24 hours.
Let's say evening, unless anyone's gonna object.
That
That's
works.
a good plan.
Alright, so the group spends a day on your projects. Are you gonna try to steal some more Anikate, or are you just kind of waiting?
Let this move on. Let this move on.
I guess at this point, there's nothing more to steal. I mean,
Just the sapphires.
I know, I'm very tempted, but
You can spend the day scoping it. Go into your
yeah,
5-day.
I'll do
heist.
that.
Oh yeah, if you
I
wanna,
will.
if you want to do the heist thing, you can put a day towards your heist. Or
I
maybe,
will. I'll put a day towards just scouting it out, watching to see traffic in the area.
So go ahead and just make sure you have a project for that.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot on the down team activities sheet. In fact, there's some stuff on there that I'm not sure if it's still in progress or if it was ever completed or if it should be removed. So, everyone, if you're doing any downtime stuff, please check it and update it accordingly.
Yeah, make sure.
Or
you
tell
have
me
your-
and I'll update it.
your
Yeah.
projects going. But the 8 hours, hang on, let me roll. Yeah, passes without issue, and Boulder Bottom is ready. He says, "Beryl, bring us back down, if you are ready."
All right, hold about them. Do you want to do the whole like hunters, not hunters, but pass that trace before we go down or after we go down?
Let's
Before.
do it now. As Beryl
All
is
right, and
casting
then-
her spell, I shall do mine.
Excellent.
During that 8 hours, I would have switched into my mithril plate because we're trying to be stealthy.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, you the man.
So you go out to your, and Hirothi, were you there? Because you kind of went quiet for a bit. Did you step away?
Is your mic on? I think your mic might be down.
You hear us?
Dorothy,
I'm
drop
there.
there.
Okay.
He just drops out occasionally.
Gotcha. All right. So you are heading back.
Have we long rested as well? Just so I.
Yes.
Yes.
Since you got up here, yeah, there's been one long rest.
Twice. Oh, no,
Or,
not the second, because we're going in the evening. Yeah, sorry. So, but once, yes.
Oh no, you're right. There has been twice because there was once on the first day, then once on the second day.
Yep.
And now it's the yeah. Now
No,
it's
I thought we were going in the evening before the long rest.
So
No,
you-
his math is correct. His
you
math
ca-
is correct.
Yeah, you came up
we-
at 7
yeah.
on the first day, rested. Then you did a day of downtime, rested. Now this
Oh,
is
gotcha.
the
Okay.
second
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not rest. Okay, we're still going down in the evening, but we're not like resting that third night. Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
All right. So, stepping into the mushroom, you cast your spell. Boulder Bottom does his spell. And
I'll track Boulder Bottom for you if you want me to.
Sure. I think we have 6 here, so he'll be in the background, but we'll say we can use his
That works.
resources.
I'm just tacking down his spell slots. That's basically what I'm doing. Hey, where'd my... That's weird.
Wait, focus ping. Oh, yeah, there we are. All right, so you come out at the mushroom down here. Things look quiet. The city is not still in an uproar. You do see people walking around. So far, they haven't taken much note of you. You probably were noticed moving around over there, but they don't seem to be too interested. They're all just kind of doing their own thing. So you might not be wanted criminals or anything. Because, yeah,
All right. Well,
there were some people moving through the area when you came through, but they weren't close enough to really pay much attention. So, yeah, you would
all
see
right.
the large forge burning in the northern part of the city. And, yeah, the massive cave still looms overhead with dots of light kind of all over the place for the different streets and houses. What do you want to do?
So, do we see from our vantage point any like large wall or barrier or divider in the city that would
Or is
keep
this,
us
like,
from
stairs?
reaching this forge? Or
This is the support arch. Like, it's a massive
got it.
structure that's
Oh.
kind of holding up the ceiling.
Okay.
With your passive
Not a-
perception, it does look like there are lights up there, so there might be like actual people like moving around in the arch, like it's a structure. Yeah,
But in theory,
it's
we
pretty
need to
high
go-
up. It's like 100 feet. So
we need to go like past the forge, like north, middle of the map, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
where is tunnel, Boulder Bottom?
he says the tunnel is north, past the forge, and through the city near an old structure known as the Molten Chapel. It's a massive forge
Oh.
in the middle of the city. We have to get through into there, and there is a cave in that area that we have to use.
The people that are kind of walking around, bustling around that we see doing their thing, are they dwarves or giants?
They're pretty much all dwarves. You don't see any giants in this area. They all kind of look like a combination of deep dwarves and actually a couple of deep gnomes as well.
Boulder Bottom, does Raldo know if paths? You said it's been a long time since Visit City.
He says,
Do we
"Yes."
know what paths to take that would be mostly dwarven areas and not giant areas, or are they mixed?
He says, well, when I was here last, there were actually way fewer people in this city. I definitely didn't see any deep gnomes. It was mostly all deep dwarves and a few giants, but it seems like quite a few more have come since then. From what I remember, the giants mostly use the forges, which I just kind of stayed away from.
All right, well,
So skirt the forges. Yes.
He
so
nods.
since dwarves seem to not take big notice of tribe, maybe tribe put don our Holocaust cloaks and just move along.
All right,
Just raise our
kinda
hoods up and whoa.
Go incognitus. All right.
Just
I
look
think
like
Pass
dark
Without Trace still
strangers.
helps with that, right? Because you're not as noticeable.
Yeah,
You
we're
don't-
not
you don't
making extra
draw
noise.
attention.
I think
He says,
Pass Without Trace is more about
are we
noise.
are we gonna go look into the chaos energy?
There you go.
No. It's painful. No.
Well, it was only
no,
a
we're-
couple weeks or a couple blocks from the mushroom, so we could probably like just go by it without even a detour, right?
Yeah, it's
No,
not
because if
far
we start
from here.
doing that, then I'm gonna totally just be. That's gonna be my mission, and I'm like, oh, that's. Yeah.
What do you think, Thorothi? Boulder Bottom.
Well,
would say?
if you
Yeah, it
want to
does say
practice
ma-
controlling it, now's a start.
Hmm.
For yourself.
I was so tempted.
Actually, Thorothi, give me a what would be it? Give me a
Wisdom.
wisdom save. DC 10.
With
Oh.
Oh.
All right. So you do feel almost like a pull, like something is beckoning you to get kind of closer to the forge area, to the northwest of here. Almost like you sense more of that chaos energy. It might be connected to the magic that you're still holding in you, the chaos energies.
Dorothy would just look around and go, I have a feeling we need to go northwards. The forge area, possibly. The general direction.
Says, but that's where the giants are.
Well, isn't Tribe planning to go north?
Well, not towards the forge, Boulder Bottom says. That's where I believe the giants are metalworking.
Oh.
But
Why-
how about we get to the outskirts of
is-
the forge area and then we think about it, like which way to go from there. Does that sound good? Because I'm kind of tempted. Let's do that. Let's go to the outskirts of the forge area and try again.
It says, Thorothi, why is it you wish to go to the forge? Someone deleted my lantern. Alright, stop it. I'll just fix it. Whoever did that, I hate you. Just kidding.
Such a small lantern for such a big forge.
Yeah, I gotta adjust the lighting. So yeah, you would be like, Thorothi, why do you want to go towards the forge? Does Thorothi say anything?
I have a strange feeling.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know why, but I feel drawn towards that area. There's something up there that we need to find.
Boulder Bottom just kind of looks questioningly at the group. He says, well, I can lead you over there. Just know it could be dangerous. Is that what the plan is? To go and kind of check that out?
Sure.
Alright. So,
Songs for stealthy.
group is kind of moving stealthily through the street. Go ahead and give me stealth checks for everyone.
Remember, walk casual.
Walk casual. There are quite a few people in the streets right now. But again, they're not paying too much attention. Actually, that's pretty good stealth.
Oh, I didn't put the thing on there.
So
I gotta make a check mark for
19, 36, 27. I think 17 is your lowest roll.
Sorry, I haven't rolled.
Well, your stealth is like plus
I don't think you
30.
can get lower than.
Yeah.
17 is my lowest without pass without trace.
Yeah, so you're 27. So yeah, you're moving pretty stealthily through the city.
Well, I rolled 34, but yeah, 27 is my minimum with pass.
As you get closer to the forge, going through the streets, kind of keeping to the alleyways and using your pass without trace to hide you, using kind of the darkness and the background. It seems like most people aren't noticing you, and if they do, any who might seem to be kind of keeping to themselves. But yeah. Oh well, but when you get closer to the forge, Thorothi, you do notice another kind of small mote of magic over by where the actual forge is. It might be another piece of whatever chaos you have. But you'd have to go up to the forge to interact with it, which you do see there are giants over there.
Dorothy would just kind of stop and just look at his phone. He says, I see another bit of what happened before, another bit of the chaos energy.
Oh,
And
Is
now
there
that
any way
you're,
that we could make him super sneaky to get over there and pick it up, like invisible for a minute or two here? Like, is there an easy way to do that?
well, Boulder Rhyme says I can go with him. Then he'd be covered by the pass without trace. I don't know if we all want to go over there. That's kind of close to the
I couldn't-
giants.
I could invisible one person.
Ah, that could work
It,
too. He says.
it wouldn't be too hard with it. Wouldn't be.
No,
Okay.
I mean it's a spell.
He says
can
your,
you-
your
okay.
magic isn't going to steal anyone's backpack again, is it?
I
Boulder
don't
Bond
think so.
says. All right.
Last I checked, it shouldn't.
All right. So you going to use invisibility?
Yeah. So should I put it on Throthy or somebody else? Want somebody stealthier to pick it up, or
So Rothy has to go get it.
he does? Okay.
Yep.
You know that you can see it as well, Vlad, but usually it's only after Thorothy kind of absorbs it.
All right. So I'll cast invisibility on Throthy.
Alright, so he would fade from sight. Boulder Bottom whispers, "Do you want me to come with you, or are you going to do this alone?"
You can come with me. It's always nice to have backup.
He says, "The only issue would be the rest of the people wouldn't have my spell if I'm with you."
Well, then stay here. I shall go up.
Alright, good luck, my friend. If you
Thank you,
need
my
to, make sure you retreat back to us. So, as
I will
you...
come yelling quite loudly if I do.
Alright, he laughs a little. So as you get closer, you would hear clearly the sounds of hammering, as if there's a lot of probably metal work going on within. A bunch of tracks lead up to this forge with some mine carts filled with ore. There are some Dweger around, but most of them are kind of far from the forge itself. As you get to the outer edges of it, there is a large gate that sort of surrounds it. Looks like it's pretty easy to climb over, though. There are guards keeping watch, but with your invisibility so far, you've kept out of their sight. So you can use athletics to try to climb this, or you can try to walk around and find a gate.
Oh, it's just. Oh, actually, this could get probably wrong. I'm going to try and walk around it first just to see if I can find a way in.
Okay. So let me grab your token. So you are kind of shrink you a little. All right. So yeah, you're kind of circling, and in the front area, you do find a gate where there's it's closed, and there's one guard just kind of sitting there looking bored. What do you want?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a small stone or something, and I'm going to pick it up and throw it in the opposite direction.
Okay. I guess give me deception. Not sure what skill you'd use for this. I'll say deception unless you have a better one. All right. So you throw the stone in the way to try to get his attention. He sort of looks over. He says, "Is someone over there?" "Hey!" And he starts walking in that direction. What do you want to do?
Me use that. I'm gonna wait for him to pass and then try and get through the gate.
All right. Give me a stealth check as you quietly try to open the gate. I'll give you. It is sound based, so invisibility won't help as much here. So yeah, give me a stealth check. I'll say DC. Oh yeah, you're fine. So you sneak past inside the gate, moving towards the piece of the puzzle, or this chaos energy. You see there are a bunch of giants kind of closer to the forge. Like, you can kind of see in now, and there's these just humongous giants forging in there. Give me another stealth check with advantage. You're kind of moving through the area where they are.
Is advantage shift, or is it just...
If you just roll, it'll do 2 numbers, and you will take the higher. 24. Alright, so you approach this energy, which is kind of pulsing, and as you get closer, you start to hear almost like nonsense, like whispers in your head. This is a little different from the other piece of energy.
Ooh, okay, this is an odd sensation.
Yeah, it's almost
I'm
like
saying in my head.
something is connecting with you a little bit. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to go with it.
All right. So as you get closer, the whispers get a little bit louder. Give me a charisma save. DC 10.
Oh, charisma. That makes sense. Yeah, charisma. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So yeah, your force of will kind of overtakes the energy as it touches you, and you start seeing things. Are you okay if I just describe them to the whole group?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So you see a familiar thing, a crystal, which you're not sure if it's the one that you lost, but it looks very similar to it. And it looks like there's a Dweger carrying it quickly through the streets as pieces of energy sort of fracture off of it, going like near houses, going near the forge. It looks like the figure itself doesn't see this energy on the crystal, but it's moving north towards the center of the city, which you will actually see. So let me move your token. Do you have sight with the token right now?
No, I think I can only just see the other edge of the circle.
You should have dark vision. Hang on,
Should have.
let me check something. Because you can kind of see the.
This thing's actually kind of lit up anyway, isn't it?
Oh, I see. You have a smaller radius. Here, I'll just increase your radius because you'd be able to see a little bit further with the lights. So yeah, you kind of see this person moving through the city here, going through a large gate, which reminds you of the gate that you kind of came through to get in, heavily guarded. Increase your sight a little bit more, so you can kind of see what's going on, right?
Yes.
Okay. The person takes the stone through this large tunnel. Yeah, this is just so I can map this out for you so you kind of know where this is. Through another secure type gate into what must be what Boulder Bottom was talking about, a massive structure in the middle of the city here. And it is brought into the vaults, and that's kind of what you see. As you absorb this energy, you feel the already chaotic energy on you kind of pulsing and getting a little stronger. A moment later, you're kind of back where you were, just kind of standing there invisibly. What do you want to do?
So where should we go? Interesting. Hey, let's get back to the party and share some information about where we're going.
Okay. So you quickly sneak back. It looks like the dwarf is still kind of looking around, so I'll just say you move past where the gate is, because no one else is in the area, so he's not too concerned. Give me one more stealth check, though. DC, I'll say it's 15. Oh, alright.
Oof.
Maybe this
That
won't
one
be
was
as
the one
good.
time off.
Do you have anything?
Every other roll.
Do you have anything you can do for that, or are you taking the 9?
Oh,
I'm not sure if you have some kind of chaos powers
chaos.
for skill checks.
Let me look.
Tides of Chaos. Oh yeah, that's true. I think that is a sorcerer thing, right?
I think you can do it afterwards. Yeah, you can do it after the fact.
Which one was that?
Tides of Chaos. You can.
Tides of Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you use one of your spell points, right? To do. Is it a reroll or just a
Yeah,
bonus?
that's bend luck. That's bend luck.
Taika.
Here.
Manipulate the force of chance and gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh, but you'd have to do that before then.
I already have that. It would be bend luck, but I think you have to do bend luck before. Hold on a second. Let me just throw it on the screen.
Yeah, put
It
Benluck
says
with a
another
1d4.
creature anyway. It's not you. So Benluck wouldn't be able to affect you. It's only other creatures.
The only thing I could do as a bonus action is Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Oh, all right. What does that do?
I could magically transport myself
Oh,
30
all
feet
right.
into another
So
zero.
give me a second then. So when you
Oh.
going out, you kind of bang against some of the bars, and the guard immediately like looks back. He says, "Who's there?" And he's like running back over. You said you're gonna try to use Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Yes.
And I don't think this breaks invisibility because it's not technically a spell.
Yeah,
He's
so I may
not
use that.
casting a spell.
So give me
Yeah.
an initiative roll to see if you act before he gets to you. Otherwise, he might.
How far off is he from everybody else?
He's still pretty far away. All right, no,
Sadly, I can't see.
you did beat him. So as he's coming over, there's kind of a whoosh sound as you teleport, and he is now looking around very confused and saying, "Who's there? I heard you." But you are luckily 30 feet away from him. I need another stealth check. DC is now
On the other side of the bars.
15. Again. Alright, so this time you are a little bit more careful and quietly make your way back to the group as he is like frantically looking around to figure out what happened. Alright, so you would rejoin the group in this alleyway where they're kind of waiting.
Theoretically, we just kind of describe a little bit of what he saw.
Okay. So
Oh.
Thorothy gives you a quick rundown of the events, the chaos, and the visions he had. It seems that this chaos energy might be at least somewhat sentient if it's able to give him visions.
Oh, that's just weird. But hey, sentient chaos energies. I'm sure nothing bad can occur from this. So we might be able to get answers from it.
Anna Kate's sword says, Vlad's very rude. I'm obviously sentient chaos energy.
It's in the vault.
Why does everything so obtrusively got to go into our heads?
Should keep sentient
So tired of
mage
things
items
just
around.
coming in unwanted.
You
Titus,
wouldn't-
you're
you wouldn't
hearing a
know
voice
it.
in your head
Yeah,
too?
You wouldn't know about that, Titus. That's Anna Kate's head.
No, that's just
Hey,
Titus talking.
Wait, above board,
Titus is just
I have
talking
had my head
randomly about-
taken over multiple times.
I know,
mentioned
and,
Nothing about
and
what
you
said,
haven't
Lou.
told
That's
us.
just Titus.
You have not told us about this. Is the mummy-
even
is the
during
mummy
fights,
lord-
I've had my faculties taken from me.
No,
I'm not
is the
pissed off
mummy
about
lord-
The mummy lord.
Okay. Mummy Lord is still talking to you?
Mummy Lord has
Alright.
been
Might be.
strangely silent for a bit. But yeah,
think we're
what do you all wish to do?
You're saying the item
Well,
is in the vault.
That sounds like a
Massively
really
beyond
hard
the
place
scope.
to get to.
Yes, it's
Yeah, that may be a really hard
currently
place to
beyond our
get
scope.
to.
Perhaps later.
We may need allies to get into that or something. But we might be able to pick up pieces along the route that you told about them. Does that route sound familiar to you?
He says, well, I mean, that cave he described is how you get to the center of the city, but those gates weren't there last time. If there are giants and dwarves guarding the different sections of the city, that could make things difficult. He says, here, you know what?
Oh.
I think there might be a safe place nearby where we can get some breathing room. And he says, follow me. And I need some stealth checks.
Yeah, Lord. Better.
You just all have to
Well,
beat
pass it up,
a
Grace.
15 to completely avoid public attention, which I'm not sure you can even fail.
Oh, I can fail. I
Okay.
could totally fail.
Well, not with a
I can
19.
too.
Nat 1.
That's true. I guess we rolled that one, but I think you're all good from what I'm seeing. So he'll lead you.
How do you add a tick mark that adds to just stealth?
Can't add it to just stealth, but there is a global skill modifier that you can
Oh,
do
So
and then
yeah.
click it on and off.
one thing you could do instead of like clicking the check to turn it on and off, what I like to do with those is just like click the button to add it like when I do the roll, and then it'll just like after the roll it'll say like +10 for
then-
whatever.
then just unclick it after. Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, no, you don't even have to unclick it. You just make the roll, then like right after you click the button, and it'll say like +10. Yeah, exactly. Pass without trace. So that's a good way of not having to worry about remembering to turn it on and off. But anyway,
I'll
At
pass
least we're
without
passing
track.
the trace. I
Without
remember, but what is
track.
this global modifier you're talking about?
So he leads you into what looks like a park area. There are a bunch of shroomwood trees here. He says there aren't as many people here usually during the day, and you would see that there are only a couple of Dweger kind of moving around. He says we might be able to hide in here for the time being. This is a kind of a large forested area. But yeah, our goal should be to figure out a way to get past that northern gate that we were told about. Might be tricky, though. Oh, looks like Vlad's got his stealth there. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Hug a tree, just in case.
You say hug a tree?
Just in case.
Making
Alright,
tree
sure.
friends. Making mushroom friends.
Meryl gets familiar with one of the shroomwood trees here. It's a very old looking one. It's like, oh, that one's pretty.
See, what's a good name for this one? How about
So what do we have to do? What do we see in this gate? Like,
So it was kind of similar to the one that led into the city. There was a track that mine carts can be moved along, and again there was like a bunch of dwarves on guard. It doesn't seem like the giants are generally on guard. They're more like foraging during the day, though every now and then you do see them moving through the city, but not nearly as many as there are like what's it called? Deep dwarves, deep gnomes, and actually a few deep elves as well. You've seen some drow in this city.
so what?
He's rolling 10d1
That is a
for
weird way.
pass without trace.
That is a weird way of doing. Pass without
Plus
trace.
10, okay? Shut up.
That is an interesting way to
I
do
mean,
it.
it works.
I will
It's just
say.
kind of.
Instead, just where it says roll, just type 10.
I did that, and
close are
it made it rolled it separate, so I couldn't figure out what the hell's going on.
So how close are we now from the end goal of the tunnel down
He says, "Well,
to the ruins?
with the two gates, it makes it a little bit tricky. But I mean, if we could just get through the gates somehow, it's only about maybe 4 or 5 hour walk through the city.
So it's still hours,
Yeah, a couple.
and there's no other way through.
He says, no, nothing easy.
Well, define not easy.
As well, like
Like easier
mean-
than this? Like I'm.
well, like with with like Anakate breaking through that last gate. I mean, we'd have to do probably something like that. Maybe some kind of diplomacy, bribery. It would be something more involved. We couldn't just walk
But there's-
past.
Well, yeah, but there's no other places around here. There's no like caves through the place. This is the only way through to that section.
This is the only way I know of. I mean, we could look around, but I'm guessing by now, if there was another way through, they would have collapsed it, just because they would want everyone to use those gates.
Okay, we all do spider climb and me. Climb? No, that's not the
So, how about do you know are there mushrooms closer to the ruins or at the ruins? Center of the city.
I don't remember there being any in the caves below that lead to the area to the tower. I think most of them are in the city itself, but
Yeah, but what about closer to, what was the
Past the gates.
Gilded Forge? What was the place
Molten
that you
Chapel.
said?
Oh, yeah,
Molten Chapel.
I think there are some up there. Again,
What
like
if-
How
they-
close are the gates together?
So they are.
Basically, with an hour invisible, like, can we make both gates?
He says, I think if we move swiftly, that would be possible. Here, let me just see if he remembers exactly
So
how long.
When we
Because-
talked about doing invisibility and we said we could do 4 people invisible, 2 people in wild shape or polymorph, were we including Roldo?
Yeah, you could probably
think
do a
we're-
mile.
Yes.
You could probably do a mile in an hour. There's about a mile of tunnel between one gate and the other.
Okay.
that sounds very, very doable.
Are people
Easy.
coming and going through the gates, like they're being admitted or whatever, like after they're checked or something?
You can't see it from here, but possibly.
Because if we go when there's traffic, then we could try to, if we're going to be invisible or whatever, we could try and dodge through with someone that's admitted. But it also could take some of our invisibility time
Like, are
to
they
wait for the
checking
right
people?
moment.
Like, when you saw the thing, are they checking people at the gate, or is it just like, this is where everybody walks through? Like, why do you even have to check people?
So when Thorothi saw the vision, the guy himself was quickly checked and went through, but yeah, it didn't look like they were just letting people in. So they might.
And is there like,
Yeah.
Is there a path for us to walk invisible? Or is it like a gate and they open it? It's a style, or like what? Like,
Yeah, they'd have to
we're
open it to
invisible,
let
can we just
people
walk through?
through.
so we can't just walk through invisible.
No.
I say we.
Does the
at this
gate
point,
go all the way to
let's
the
just kill the whole
ceiling?
city. This is just
Does the gate...
too much.
Nuke it. Only way to be sure. Does the
like,
gate go all the way
just
to
start
the
killing
ceiling?
every single person, because it's gonna take forever. But getting to the gates, it's a nightmare. Let's just start wiping them out. I don't know. It's not worth it. We tried.
And Zalafwe loses his shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't take it.
Or we
no,
just teleport
do
through
the
each
gates
gate
go all
and
the way
then
to the roof?
I don't-
Or can we just fly over?
No, it would be like you'd have to go through the door, basically.
Well, I mean, we can just like wait for a shipment to go through and then just go boop.
All right. Do you want to kind of head over there and get a better view?
Yes.
How thick is the wall of the gate?
So,
Oh.
hang on a sec. Let me update some stuff. So, it's probably about 11 a.m. as you move over that way. Go ahead and give me some more stealth checks. Yeah, geez, 16. Natural
That's
1,
10.
26.
Hey,
Oh,
I didn't roll the lowest this time.
at this point, we would need another pass without trace, so go ahead and spend another one of his spells. So as you get up there, it looks like there is kind of a small line that has formed as people are kind of talking to some of the guards and either like being admitted or turned away. So far, everyone that you see has been admitted, but they are letting them through one at a time.
And there's no windows. There's no way to get.
What is your perception? 17? It does look like there are some windows up above, kind of same style as the other gate, where they have some guards kind of looking down.
how long is the wall? Or like the total, how much is gated off?
What do you mean?
Like from wall to wall?
Well, the door itself is probably about maybe like
Giant size.
30, 40-ish feet, and probably about the same high. It's like a big double door, and the rest of it is like cave wall on the side. But yeah, it's completely stopping movement through the area. Like you can't go over it like on the ceiling. The ceiling like attaches here.
So it's like a choke point. It is a little
Yeah,
choke
it's
point.
basically like a little choke point that they're kind of keeping here to like kind of monitor who's going through here.
But we could
Why-
like
do we
just
know
walk
why?
behind
Like, can
someone.
we talk, like, what? Why? All of us? I don't understand.
No.
I don't understand the city at all. So, what?
So you guys are all hidden at
How
this
about-
point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what if we get into the bag of holding? We teleport through this one. We run to a tree. We go back. We come back the next day. We teleport through the next gate. We run to a tree. We go back. I mean, is this possible?
Beryl we cannot teleport today.
Oh, we can't. Okay, so we camp here for a day. Like, I don't know what else. Like, we can't.
Yeah, tribe need to be careful today because tribe cannot leave. Well, Beryl has one emergency leave, but only one.
There's no way through gate other than killing them all. It seems.
Well,
Talking
Well, I
to
mean,
them, but that
we
doesn't seem
could get
possible.
through gate. We could try to stealth through gate. We could.
so if
And
okay,
if that
Open the
fails
gate for each
miserably,
person.
then we
Like,
have to kill
for
them
each.
all.
so the people that are in line waiting to get through the gate, like if we were to stow away as tiny spider or something on one of them, what's the wait time from like being close to the front of the line and it's almost your turn to go through and getting through? Is it 10
They're,
minutes, 30 minutes?
yeah, they're going through pretty quickly. It's mostly like people. They're being taught. Like the guard talks to them, then like he just kind of waves them through. Like he just.
So
it
a
looks
couple
like they're
minutes,
just
or-
identifying them. What's your passive perception?
But like,
So-
the doors closed through all this. They just open it for each person.
30
Yeah,
or
they kind of
23?
like
That's what you
stop
said.
them and then like talk to them and then. Well, it wouldn't be the whole like big door. They actually probably have like a smaller door in the big door that they're using to let people quickly through as they identify.
And they still
them.
close it behind each person. That's what.
How
you were saying
well
before.
lit is
So,
this
like-
doorway?
So we're
Well-
so my question really was: we're fully invisible. Can we just walk right through? Like there's no barring us. It's like they're talking to people. But if you're completely invisible, we can just walk around them and go through the door. Or is that not possible?
They might hear you, but it's probably possible.
We have
if you're
Pass Without
quick.
Trace to help with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So because before it sounded like that was not possible. Okay. So if that's
Well,
possible.
I
let's
think it is
do that.
possible, but there's
Okay.
probably some checks involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sneaky people, pass without trace. Okay.
All right. So is that?
Now the question is, do we stick Zalafway and Titus into a bag? Because
I'll take mine off. I mean,
If we have more than one bag, so we could give them each full minute,
I'm
full
s-
10 minutes of breathing.
actually, Titus is not so bad right now. So
That's
I'm
true. he's
pretty
got his-
sneaky. I think
He's
Yeah,
I'm
we-
underestimated
You
here.
got
I
sneaking
can get a
armor
pretty
on.
high stealth.
I don't think anyone in this group has bad stealth. It's just some of us have different, like like crazy good
it
stuff.
would have
You
been
know.
better or the worse.
Yeah,
yes.
but I mean, with the right rolls, Beryl, I can match your stealth. I can get a plus 17.
That's what I'm
with the
saying.
right
That's what I'm
rolls.
saying. This group actually has really high stealth. Like I've tried to infiltrate
oh, you
this
say
in group
that. You
where
say
no
that,
one
but-
could roll above 3. You know.
Oh gosh. But yes, no. I mean, I'd say we just try to sneak through and just.
Yeah.
So as
Pray.
you were kind of quietly discussing this, you would hear a voice behind you. It's like, "Hey, you guys got any liquor?" And you turn around to see a disheveled-looking deep dwarf there. Looks like he might be kind of like some kind of vagrant.
Can I give him liquor? Because
says,
I want him
like,
to.
hey,
I want him to be
actually
quiet. I don't want him to give us away. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, sure,
I
whatever you
actually
want.
You
can.
guys
I have a
you
bottle of wine.
sneaky over here. What are you looking at? Something going on out there? He hiccups and definitely smells of booze.
Is he being subtle or is he being kind of noisy?
He's being kind of subtle.
Okay.
He's not yelling or anything. He
Can I
says,
pull a bottle of wine out of the bag of holding and like hand it to him?
Well, you can do it.
I'll
I'm gonna
hold
lean
it
in
out.
and
I'll hold it out to him so that it's like 6 or 8 inches away from his hand, because I want to just test and make sure. Like, can he see us? Like I kind of hold it in a weird way that if he sees
we're
it,
not invisible right now. We're not.
Yeah, you're
Oh, we're
not
not.
invisible. You're just.
Oh, we're not. Okay, gotcha. I thought we were invisible. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just. You've got pass without trace going.
I was like, WTH, he can see us invisible. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
He says,
I'm gonna lean in and say, "Do we kill him?"
That's a nice bit of ale there. Thank you, young.
Yeah, Beryl
Bubble.
told. Yeah, I'll take it out of the inventory. I totally gave him a bottle of wine
Or
just because I'm
wine,
like,
yeah.
wait, he could give us away right now. Let's buy some time here.
He just starts drinking
But
the
your
wine.
city is like creepily paranoid, like a lot.
Yeah, fucking giants, man. No one likes them. Name's Kezer, by the way. Kezer Bonebuckle. Who are all you guys? You're not dwarves. What are you doing down here?
Nope, we're visitors. We're just trying to pass through.
Oh, well, yeah. They're kind of picky who they let near the Molten Forge, or the Molten Chapel. Not usually guests, that's for sure. Especially surface people.
Mhm.
Says, I'm surprised you guys haven't been questioned by, especially the giants. Guards are usually more forgiving. Like, we have some surface people down here, but the giants, they don't like them. As he continues
I know.
to
I've noticed
chug
that the giants are
wine.
very, very angry right now. It's a thing. But we just need to get through. We don't want anything from your city. We just want to pass through. You just happened to be along the way, and we thought we would go through.
He says, "Oh, where are you going? Wait, you're going through. If you're heading down to the deep, there's plenty of ways to do that. You don't have to go to the middle of the city. Where are you trying to
Oh
get
no,
to?"
we actually need to go up. But
He scratches his chin. He says, "Well, if you're going back to the mountains, you're going the wrong way. That's back south."
no, that's the wrong mountain.
Boulder Bottom would say, "We're looking for a passageway through to the inner areas of the mountain." He says, "Oh, I don't know much about that. Sorry. Wish I could help. Hey, little one, you got any more of this wine?"
Has he already chugged the bottle?
Oh yeah, he just downed it.
I'm just planning ahead.
I guess dwarves have a high constitution, don't they?
Yeah, he already looks a little out of it. But
I
I
actually
have a-
that's the only bottle I had in the
I have
inventory.
one. I have one bottle of wine. It's a nice bottle of wine, but whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll give him my bottle of wine.
he says, "Oh, thank you. What are you anyway? Some kind of a demon guy?"
Well, no, not the. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, well, I haven't seen your kind around here before.
I'm basically a
It's
demon.
good to meet you. Says, well, listen, I wish I
Good to
could.
meet you.
I wish I could help you with the gate, but generally only the nobility's people can easily pass through. Well, that and the miners, those who bring the ore back and forth. Citizens are usually having to stay in their own parts of the city. He says, the only one I know of who can get you a pass through is Kesbin, but I'm not sure he'll want to see you unless you have something he wants.
Well, what does Kesben like?
Says,
Does he like shiny rocks?
he's more of a connoisseur of magic, from what I've heard. Likes powerful items, secrets, that sort of thing. Says, one of the.
Oh.
He's a noble. He's one of the 4 noble families of the city. The leadership outside the giants are the noble families. I guess you guys are new here, so you probably wouldn't know that.
Hmm. Huh.
He nods. Says, well, I mean, if there's something I can do to help you, I mean, you've been nice enough to give me some ale for the next few days. So, is there anything I can help you with?
Just be careful. This is stronger than ale.
This is I know this is great
Well,
stuff.
Yes. Actually, could you hold on a moment? I just wish to confer with my compatriots. One moment.
Says, oh yeah, sure. He takes another swig of his first bottle.
All right. So we step to the side. So we could try to sneak in, or we could bribe the shit out of a nobleman. But he might try to take all of our shit.
What if only one
Putting a lot of
person or one or
faith
two
in a random guy
persons of...
who-
Sorry.
Well, go ahead.
What if only one or two members of tribe go see nobleman and nobleman doesn't know how big tribe is or whatever? So tribe.
Well, I think the drunk guy over here will probably spill the beans when he introduces us. But besides, if that just means we have to do both plans, I don't think we want to do that. I mean,
Beryl says
we
tribe
would
should-
need to decide: do we do the social manipulation of bribery, or do we just try to just go through?
Beryl thinks tribe should just go through.
I'm with whatever the group wants, but I don't trust this random drunken stranger who just walked up to us, and I
Yes,
don't
Beryl
think we
was-
should walk away from him.
Beryl
don't
was
think he should
considering Beryl was considering
live
putting
much
something
longer.
in the wine, but
I mean, my biggest concern is this gentleman probably does. Why does he have a nobleman? Like that's just weird.
We could send
I
somebody
don't know.
through
It's
as a
fishy.
deep dwarf miner who can be loud while we walk past them.
yes,
then
if the
that poor
miners come and
schmuck
go,
is-
maybe tribe can emulate miners, disguise as miners, follow miners while we are invisible, something like that.
I say just go invisible. Just bum rush the door like we normally do with our sneaky asses and pray. I think that's
And backup plan.
our backup plan is run, and then look
Yeah.
for a tree.
You guys okay
Yes,
over
but
there?
Beryl can't do anything with a tree until tomorrow.
You got that really, 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 really expensive scroll.
Sure,
Really
you can use
expensive
the
backup
scroll.
plan.
You guys okay over there? Yeah. I mean, I can just get going if you don't need anything.
Oh, actually, a question, my friend. Is there a good inn nearby that we could get a room, some privacy? Because everybody gives us the stink eye, and we're wondering if there's a
Wow,
place
that's
that we could
portrait.
stay.
He looks
Says,
like Jean Valjean after he's in prison for 15 years.
There's
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Sorry, I just saw the portrait and he's rough. He's rough.
Oh, Kezzer? Yeah.
He's
Uh,
like Jean Valjean after being in prison for over a decade.
Yeah. He says, well, there's the Forge is Fancy. That's kind of west of the Forge, the big one over there. They're usually not too discerning about who they give rooms to. Like I said, we do have surface people down here, usually to trade with the nobility, bringing like surface supplies down to people who can pay for them. So you should be okay as long as you don't start much trouble, or trouble as
I know, but we don't have a good tour. We don't have like a brochure about the best places for surfacers to stay. You know what I mean?
Says, well, like I
So-
said, they if you've got gold, the Forge is Fancy will probably be fine for you. Just don't look anyone in the eye and try to keep to yourself. He
Is
says,
there a place for discerning merchants?
Oh, if you got wealth, yeah. I mean, like I said, maybe try to get a audience with Kesben. If you got something he wants, or if you're looking to
Well,
just set up a shop.
I was just
in
thinking
his
of
area.
a nicer. Is there a nicer inn for surfacers? That's all. So.
Says, no, there's only one inn in this section of the city. It's a
Uh,
pretty big one. They got some nice rooms, but yeah, there's not too much.
Oh.
You could go to one of the other areas, but yeah, you'd have to go through the gates there.
Well, would you be willing to show us the way to lead us there?
Says, yeah, sure.
Why are we
I
going
could-
to an inn?
Says, I can
All
show
right.
you.
Yeah. Let me make sure my friends want to rest right now. Let's make a quick little sidebar. My apologies.
Do they
Here,
know
have
you
some
there?
rest.
Says, well, I mean, they don't know me like they like me there, because you know, and he kind of gestures to himself. I'm not
But
necessarily.
do they know you?
Says they know of me. They've chased me out of there a few times because I've gotten too drunk. I'm currently banned, but I can lead you up to it.
Excellent. That is very good. One moment. Let me just check that everybody wants to give up for the day and stop our sightseeing.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. Just let me know.
Outside.
He scratches his chin
are we-
kind of nervously.
We could get the rest in, and that way Beryl is fresh, and we can try this again. That's an option, because if we end up having to run through, boom, tree. You know, I'm just saying.
Again, we're putting a lot of faith into a man who just walked right up to us to not lead us to the guard.
Well,
and
Who's gonna
say,
be bottled up wine.
Hey,
Trustworthy
these are
and
my
not a desperate soul at all.
Well, Beryl was okay. Are we? What level of privacy do we actually have here right now?
In the alley, I mean, this is kind of the like one of the industrial areas of the city. There's like a bunch of ore kind of being stowed. You don't think there's anyone nearby, so it's fairly private. Now,
I meant the guy that we just gave wine to.
what do you mean? Oh, like private from him?
Yeah.
I mean, you assume he can kind of hear you, but he's also a little bit out of it. So Zalafe, with 17, is that both your insight and perception, or just perception?
I believe so. Yeah, it's both.
It's
Insight and
both?
Perception.
All right. Yeah, so it's pretty quiet over here. You can, if you whisper, you don't think he can hear you. Plus, he's kind of drunk, so you're not sure how much he's listening.
Tribe could invite new friend to have dinner with Tribe after Tribe hire rooms at new place, and then maybe Tribe can detain this one until Tribe moves along.
He's been banned from the inn. So
Tribe could clean him up.
I mean,
Tribe just
prestidigitation
Beryl's just
does
not
a
sure
lot,
if Tribe
but-
wants to let him go and talk openly and tell stories of strange people he met tonight before Tribe has had time to move along.
He's a
I
drunk.
don't think anyone will care what he says.
Maybe.
So, I mean, he seems like a fine individual.
An upstanding
Yes.
citizen.
Upstanding citizen.
I turn my back to the guy and I look at my friends and I mind me killing him. I feel like that's what we should just dispatch him right now and not worry about it.
Quickly smash him with your thing.
I'm just waiting on the go ahead and I will get rid of this problem
Let-
right now.
Let's just go to the inn. Let's just go to the inn. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
All right. So are you gonna have him take you there?
I mean, I'm
Or
just
just-
waiting for everybody else to say their choice. So,
I don't know. I'd rather not go to any inn, and people could see us, as opposed to just trying to stealth through this thing.
Yeah,
Invisible.
same.
okay, that works.
They wouldn't have to deal with anybody there. I don't know.
Keezer, thank you very much for the information. Could you give us directions? Because my friends want to look around a little bit more.
Do people need? Well, do people need actual passes to get through, or just the miners go through, or how does it work?
He says, well,
No one's getting turned away.
I think the miners have their passes they use, and other people like merchants have some documents as well. But yeah, you have to have some kind of documents to get through. I know that. I'm guessing some of the guards are just known and they let them through, but I can't tell you for sure. Zalafe, with your passive perception, something seems a little off about Kezer to you the longer you're talking to him.
In terms of perception or
Insight.
Insight. Okay.
Like you think he is maybe not as drunk as he seems, and part of this might be an act.
Yeah.
I see.
What do you want to do?
I debate just looking at Titus.
Give him the
I will.
Thumbs up.
throw the finger across the throat symbol.
The spy murmur. You could tell a couple of us what's going on.
Yeah. Who has them? Just so I always forget.
I do, and
okay.
Beryl does.
Okay, I will say with the murmur. Yeah. This man might not be as drunk as he thinks, or wants us to believe. He's playing us.
Well, shit. I kind of thought that maybe that was the case. I was hoping if we played long, he was just going to try to steal from us. But actually, if he's going to try to steal from us, he might lead us into a more secluded location. That would totally be in our favor.
Well, we're secluded right now.
Are we though? We're watching
are
like
we?
a main gate, right?
I mean, you're off to the side. If someone
Well,
started screaming, then yeah, you'd probably be noticed. But, you know, it's like if you were able to just dispatch him quickly, then no one would know.
We could kill him in a round. We're
Can't
fucked.
scream without a head.
It's true.
I'm just saying.
Well, if he rolls first, though, he gets to scream. Or we don't know what he's capable of. If he's faking being drunk, we don't know what he's capable of.
I'd love to find out.
In the middle of a dwarven and fire giant city.
I wouldn't suppose you might have a pass to get through the gate. No.
Oh, no.
I'll ask him.
I mean, I guess maybe you could steal one, but I've never had a reason to go up north. It's just more nobles and guards and giants, just a pain in the ass. I stay in the Kesben Halls part of the city. This has pretty much always been my home since I came up from below.
Yeah,
And at this point, since you are all, or at least the ones that Zalafe has talked to, you can attempt to active insight. Since now you're kind of maybe a little bit on to
I'm
something.
gonna give myself advantage on this one because this is sort of important. Fuck. Well,
I
ignore
would
the plus
just nonchalantly block myself to make sure I was in 10 feet range.
Just gonna get a little closer. All
If I
right.
wasn't already.
The
Yeah.
DC for this would be 20, by the way, if you want to adjust yourselves.
Sure. I'll as I see us all eyeing him up, I will use flash on Vlad.
Okay.
17.
So Vlad gets +5.
Give him a nudge. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
wow. Okay.
So
well,
it's a 23.
Thank
You're kind of starting to see it too. He might not be as drunk as he's making himself out. Give me an Arcana check. DC Arcana or Nature, your choice. DC 20. You
Just
might-
him?
I'll say both of you.
Okay. Arcana. Boo.
Boo.
Insight?
Sure. I'll flash myself to get 20.
Could I discern what he's wearing? Like, it's been a minute. Can I do my if it's been a minute, can I do my I forget what it's called, where I see what an enemy is like.
Oh, yeah, you have to be watching him
what's
for a minute. What does that give you exactly?
I get 5
Like
questions.
one-
I have an
one
option of
question.
answering 2 of them.
Okay,
It's 2 of
so
them, I think. I gotta
let me
find it. real
let me
quick.
answer Zala really quick, but yeah.
Know your enemy.
Know your enemy. So Zala,
I'll link it real quick.
looking kind of a with your Arcana knowledge, you're starting to get the feeling like the more you look at him, the more you think like he might be using magic as well to kind of cover what he looks like. So this might be some kind of like this might not be who he actually is. It might be some kind of disguise.
All right, so it's not worth trying to dispel it. I'll just all right. Well, I'll just come out.
Oh, and you said you're
It's like
doing
you
know
pass a
your
little
enemy.
nugget along.
So yeah, you've been watching
Yep,
it for
I
a
liked
bit.
it.
1 minute. Information. What DM? So, would this work if he's magically concealing himself? Well,
It's not just.
do you get all these things, or did you say you just get 2 of them? 2.
I get to pick two.
So which one do you
at
want
your
to know?
discretion, I think it said. I'd like to know his current hit points and his total class level.
Titus is super focused.
So
His whole Titus has one goal.
Like, God damn it!
Just trying to think if this would
I'm
work.
just itching to go.
I bet the biggest problem right now is that Lou didn't actually make a class level for it. It was just like a guy.
No, I think Lou knows
If
what
you
he is.
didn't, I
I
class
know
would
stuff
also
about
work.
this guy, but
I think he's just the guy is using
I'll
magic
say,
to conceal himself. And
yeah.
Lou's deciding how this all works.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
well,
you
it's
have
not
to,
just his appearance, right? The know your rating
I
is about
believe
appearance
current
really
hit
at all,
points.
right? It's
yeah,
about
it's kind
their
of like
demeanor and all that.
mannerisms, demeanor.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't think
I'll
I get
say-
a number. I think it's equal or lesser than mine. The
okay,
hit point
and
thing,
all right,
just
so
to specify,
what's
yeah.
your hit points?
100 and let me look. I think it's 130.
130. He is lesser than you in that way.
Okay.
And for class levels, he is also lesser than you. With level 14,
Okay.
I believe. So yeah, you think that whoever this is not as powerful as you in either of those.
I'll just
Okay.
come out and ask him. What are you supposed to be? This disguise? No need
You
to play.
give me a persuasion, DC 15.
Good luck to me.
Can I give him the health
Oh.
action?
Got it.
He kind of looks at you, saying, "Like, oh, what do you mean? Like I said, I'm here to help you guys. You gave me some booze. I don't know. What's the question?"
We assumed that you were pretending to be the drunk guy, and so we were going along with it. We figured you would lead us somewhere, probably with a magical disguise of some sort, and then try to ambush and take our stuff, which is fine. We understand that. Like, it's a big city. It's fine, but
We'll still welcome the help. I just want to know what's going on.
yeah. But we kind of wanted to like skip to the chase and like just talk to you straight.
So he goes quiet for a moment.
Give me the word, guys.
It's
Give
like,
me the
yeah.
word. Give me the word.
There's just a guy with a dread helm on looking at him.
The
Yeah.
red eyes just narrow.
So he kind of sighs and he says, "What gave me away?" As his voice changes completely, sounding feminine.
I think it was some of the mannerisms and the whistle magic.
So suddenly, the dwarf almost just instantly changes shape, looking like a completely different person. A young woman stands before you. And actually, I'll say, with your knowledge of Arcana, like, you don't have to roll very high. Actually, no, this would be nature. Give me nature checks.
They're the exact same. I know everything.
DC 10.
I
You
cannot fail.
You think this is a changeling, the way she transformed. She sighs and says, I wasn't actually going to rob you. I was more just curious. I haven't seen too many surfacers sneaking around down here.
Oh, wait, are you a changeling? Oh, man.
She says, "Yes, I'm a
I
changeling."
stayed in a small community of your people. Well, they weren't called changelings. They were called something else, but yes. So
As well, I wouldn't know.
um,
I don't run into many like myself. I'm not from the Feywild or anything. But yeah, I was just more curious what you all were sneaking around down here for.
Truly are. Just wanted to get through.
like we literally just want to pass through. So
She says, "What's why are you headed towards the Molten Chapel? What's up there for you?"
A pathway.
there's a cave with an exit that we want to take. That's all.
Oh. That makes sense, I guess. You said you wanted to go deeper into the mountain. As well, it would be challenging to get through. I might be able to get you a pass, though. I'm actually pretty good at forgery, and I've actually made this trip a few times for my own reasons.
Well, interesting. That might
Since
be
you're-
worthwhile.
Since you're not the old dwarf, are you allowed to go to that fucking inn, or?
She says, "Well, yeah, I just don't use the old dwarf image. I can be a different
Yeah,
dwarf.
that works.
I just thought it'd be weird
Would
if
you
I
like
was
to have
some
dinner
like
with us?
merchant approaching you in an alley, so I thought an old drunkard would make more sense. Impressive.
Yes,
Too,
would you-
by
would
the
you
way.
like to,
it was
Would you like to
impress-
have dinner with us? We will treat you.
Oh, yeah, sure. If you're buying.
What?
I go
We have
ahead.
to get through.
She says,
What'd you say?
More stuff for dinner?
Well,
"Well,
no. She can get forged documents for us. I mean, how soon can you get forged documents for us? I guess is the better question.
she says, well,
I think she said she could write them.
I would need a little bit of time, but I might be. I don't know how interested you'd be, but I might have an offer for you." She says,
Oh,
"You see, I'm part of I'm part of a group that is kind of down here working in secret. We've been
no.
kind of operating
Don't say.
within the city for a couple of weeks, planning a bit of a theft, and maybe you all can help us."
Is this
Have to
in the
say.
vault, per se?
She says,
I don't need to hear anything else. I know.
Anna Kate just suddenly runs up front. She was like, kind of
She's
off
like-
to the side for a moment. It's like, whoop. She says, "Yes, we were actually kind of planning a heist within the Molten Chapel. There's quite a bit of goods in there, and you guys might be of help to us if that's something you're interested in. If not, I can probably just get you your stuff and send you on your way. But yeah, you seem pretty heavily armored, and you saw it through my my disguise, which is no small feat. No one else has done that yet to me down here."
If you can help us through
Oh,
and to
you
get there,
little temperous, you. Oh, you have no idea.
She
through the murmur,
smiles.
I'll tell
Oh,
Vlad.
man.
You hit the murmur, I'll tell you. I mean, if she can get us through,
I look at the group
we,
and I
we
just
already
say,
have a
I
reason
think I'm in
to
love.
see the vault. So
Think I'm in love.
I say go for it.
She says,
So
I would like to make an unarmed attack on Titus.
"How dare you!" Yeah, like
I'm gonna
karate
kick
chop.
him in the crotch. I'm gonna kick him in the crotch.
Are
It's
you
armored.
actually kicking him?
No,
Okay.
Wait, why are we smacking Titus?
because he just
He has eyes for
I made
another
a joke.
lady now, I'm guessing.
yes.
Yeah, it was the first time that Anna Kate was kind of like, "Yeah, sure, let's be your friend," like just because of the whole like talk of a heist.
And
Like
then,
usually
now
Anna
she's
Kate
stealing
is
his
kind of
man.
hostile to all the
It's like,
female
"You bitch.
NPCs we meet.
You bitch, get away from Titus.
Right?
She says, name's Valerie, by the way. Valerie knew you.
probably not, but that's fine. Valerie works great. Yeah.
I will call you slut.
Friends call me.
Right.
Oh my god. My friend, do you actually say that? Or do you kind of whisper that off to the side?
No. I'm being good.
Alright. She says, my friends call me Diddy, but yeah, you can call me Valerie for now. I need to talk to my group about this first, just to make sure they're okay, but we have kind of a secret hideout we're using. And yeah, maybe if you're interested in coming in on this job with us, we can let you stay there. Otherwise, you know, you could just hang out up here. I'll get you your documents and we'll get you through.
As I'm concerned, if you can get us through the gates and into the chapel, word.
He says, well,
Right.
the chapel is a little bit harder. I can definitely get you through the 2 sets of gates, but if you're going into the chapel, you might have to at least fight part of your way through. It's got pretty heavy security.
Well, that's part of the heist, no?
Our heist was gonna be quieter, but we're still figuring out the details.
I mean, if you get us, well, the whole point is to get, yes, but if you get us through these gates, we'll be around the chapel, and then,
She nods and says, "There's a couple of things we're working out
Am I
as to how we're getting into the chapel. That's She says, "I don't do the plans. I just I do information gathering as well as infiltration. There's a couple of people
know
in our group.
what we're great at, plans.
Yeah. So
Yeah, plans are for the brainiacs.
I would have to talk to my like the group leader and see what he says about bringing you guys on. Does your group have a name, by the way? Maybe we know of you. We're the I'm part of the Three Kings. That's our group's name.
As I Barrel.
Yeah.
Yes. Our name is. Psst. Barrel. Barrel.
What?
Say the name.
The real name?
Oh fuck.
She's not like looking back and forth.
Our group is called the Tribe.
She just makes up a name. We are the monkeys. Do you say the tribe?
I say the Tribe. Yes.
She says, "Oh, the Isik thing. Yeah, and you guys are pretty well known on the West. I've definitely heard of your group. There's like some stuff with the Iron Tide and the Isik Accords, and yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of stuff. Weren't you like working with Asley's Avengers at one point?"
I don't know. Maybe.
That was
Sounds
before
familiar.
our time. Well, yeah, no, you guys.
Look at Barrel again.
What? I think I missed
Asley's Avengers is wasn't that the
Wait.
other mercenary group in Isik?
Yes,
They're the ones that like came in and
Yeah.
like took credit for some of the stuff and said that they took care of the illithids when really they just dispersed the illithids deeper and we have to worry about them coming back
Beryl
later.
has some opinions on this. She's like, it's a conspiracy. But she says, no, you guys, I've definitely heard of you. Well, that makes sense why you guys are sneaking around and kind of powerful. All right. Where can I get in touch with you? Where are you going to be staying?
I thought you were gonna tell us that.
Here, like
Yeah.
here,
In this
this spot
alleyway?
right here.
At this
Yeah,
spot.
I mean, how long do you
Under
need?
Titus's breath, hopefully your place.
She says, well, oh my God. She says, well, I need to go back to our base. It'll probably be a few hours before I can return. But yeah,
But,
if you're
about
just gonna
that inn,
go ahead.
about that inn, was that like a legit thing, or was that just
Stunning
set
shit.
up?
No, there is an inn called the Forge's Fancy. I wasn't trying to really trick you.
Stacking?
No, I'm
What?
assuming Anna Kate is joking, right?
I'm getting very
Back by
tempted.
Is she?
the key.
I'm pretty sure if I kick him in the crotch, I don't even have to spend a key point to make it a stunning strike. So
I'm not gonna
I will
be
lean
expecting-
over. I will lean over to Anna Kate very quietly, and whisper into Anna Kate's ear. This changeling only looks like a woman. It probably has a penis.
oh, thank you. I feel much better now. Okay.
Okay, well, she says, no, the Forge's Fancy is someplace you could stay. That's that you'd probably be fine there. But obviously you'd be revealing yourself a little bit more to other people in the city, so there could be a risk. But they do have nice accommodations.
Well, I mean, like literally, what are our options for staying? We could join you. But you need to go talk to your boss
I-
first, don't you?
She says, "Yeah, I don't want to lead you to our hideout unless I get his okay." So,
Right.
there's
So, I
Gorbin
mean, we don't
Park,
want to-
the place with all the shroomwood trees, kind of in the southeast of here. If you go by the stage area, I could meet you there. She says,
Can
"There's
I-
a." Go ahead.
Titus is gonna shake his head and to knock himself straight here, and circle around the back and say to his friends, "Hey, she lied to us already a couple of times, and we're just gonna let her
Oh, yes.
go talk to her friends and do like the 2-finger things up and down."
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah, I'm not hiding it. I circled around behind her and I'm like, "It's your
So-
guys' call," but I mean,
She kind of turns
I'm not-
towards you. She would say, "Well,
when she turns toward Titus, I'm gonna become a tiny spider.
she
When
says,
she's not looking my way.
Well, I mean, I didn't know who exactly you were. I wasn't sure if I could come out and say, hey, I'm a changeling who's operating in secrecy in the city. But
listen, Valerie, it's not me you have to convince. I'm a big dumb guy with a stick. It's the people behind you. All right, you convince them, and you're fine with me.
she
By the
shrugs.
by the
What's
time
worst
she
that could happen?
by the time
Destroy a
she
group, that's
turns
fine.
back, by the time she glances back away from Titus, like Beryl will be a tiny spider. Like
Give me a stealth check, Beryl.
sure.
DC 20. She's got a pretty good passive.
There you go.
Plus 10.
So yeah, you very carefully step into the dark as she turns away and just thump, turn into a tiny spider.
And can I try and crawl into her? Like, does she wear a pack or anything?
Yeah, she's got a kind of like a backpack and
Oh, Jesus
a belt.
Christ.
I would like to crawl into her pack if I have an opportunity to do so.
Give me another stealth again, DC 20. Oh, okay. So yeah, you as she is kind of talking to the group, you skitter up her side and into her pack, hidden from I think everyone because no one has a DC high enough
Yeah.
to see a 21.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys-
I forgot I can't use the spies murmur when I'm wild shift. Oh well, you guys probably noticed the barrel just
I
wet
would-
poo.
Yeah, you would see
feel
her.
like I'm
You'd
looking
probably
right
see
at-
her poof
I
away,
would see it.
but
Like,
you
what-
wouldn't see
why?
where she
Okay,
went.
okay, bye.
I was planning
No,
on.
I'm gonna make it.
Yeah,
I think
that's fine.
Titus would make that assumption. He may be dumb, but I have some tactical sense.
Look, everyone. Look, everyone. It is fine. It is fine. We will go to the park because even if there's some underhanded things occur, we can leave. So it's no big deal. And
You're
if
right,
there
we
is
can
a
tell
fight,
everybody
I'm
in
pretty
this
sure we can
city.
take her. No offense, Diddy.
She
Just
says, "No, I'm
you know.
I'm not really an assassin. I'm more of a sneaky person."
Yes. As
She
As you
says
should
our
be.
our group is not big on fighting. Most of our heists are very quiet. You guys seem like you're muscle.
We're also very quiet.
Some of us are quiet.
Oh,
No.
well, fair enough then.
Yeah, a lot of them are quiet. I can be pretty quiet. But if you
Alright,
could
so,
squeeze just a little fight, one little fight in the plan. One.
we're going to give you a length of rope here to let you do what you wish with. We will go to the park. We will meet up with you later.
All right, I'll try to have a plan to get you through the gate. Just be careful. And with that, she's gonna leave unless anyone's doing anything. All right, so
And
is-
then-
Beryl will position
Vlad, with
herself
his
in the
11
pack
perception,
in a.
will look around and realize there's no barrel.
yeah, like where's
Beryl
Beryl?
would position herself at the near the opening of the pack's flap so that she can keep an eye on the route that we are taking.
All right, and the rest of you are heading to the park, or
Titus pops his, I'm gonna pop my helmet off and be like, "By the way, the name's Titus."
give me a
Pleasure's all mine.
give me a persuasion check. Are you trying to be like a little flirty here?
Yeah,
I'll say DC 15.
I'm gonna use persuasion. I'm already gonna use it. I have.
look at that.
I
She
think it's commanding.
Well,
Hold on, I'm not
16
done.
is enough. So she gives you a little smile and says, "It's good to meet you, Titus, and the rest of you. Hopefully, we'll all talk more."
Anyways.
You're just giving yourself +9,
I'm just doing it. I'm
Alright.
doing
Jesus
it.
Christ.
putting down some swagger. Hey, how's it going?
We saved it for the important roles.
Yeah, the romance rolls. All right.
Just
The smile and a
Hey,
wink.
Not furthering our quest, but furthering our flirting abilities.
Exactly.
You gotta think for people who can be anybody.
There you go.
um,
Be an interesting romance
Sure.
option. So yeah, as she's taking off, the group is probably getting ready to go to the park, but then you're like, wait, where's Beryl?
hey, what? Did
You did see her turn into a spider, but then you
Yeah.
kind of lost her as she
She's-
like.
Like I did
Guys,
it when
oh wait, she's a spider. Fuck.
I did it when the NPC's back was turned, but some of you would have had eyes on me and would have been familiar with it, even if you don't know my
And then
plan.
you did like the super stealth roll from hell. So
Yeah, no,
She's
you
probably following.
Yeah.
I don't know why though.
I would have had direct eyesight on Beryl. I mean, I turned to face the group.
Well-
Like you lost, you would
she
have lost
rolled
me
a
with that.
31
I wouldn't
on
know
stealth.
I would
Yeah, I
say.
think that
100% wouldn't
stealth
know
roll
where
you
she
lost
went.
me.
I,
I
Like,
feel
I
I
would
feel
say
like
that she probably slipped into the shadows. As a small spider, she could hide a lot easier than as a,
yeah,
kobold.
but if they had eyes on me
No.
when I started the wild shape, I feel like even though they lost me with that stealth roll, I think they would be familiar with the fact that I was shifting, even if they don't know what my plan is.
Oh yeah, no, they saw you turn to a spider. They just didn't see you after that. You just kind of
Yeah,
vanished.
just based on them having
I
seen
mean-
me do it before.
I think it's a fully safe
I don't know
assumption
if you
of
want
where
me
you
to
are.
make some sort of roll, but I feel like I could make that as like because I did like circle around and have her like she was facing me. I feel like I could make the assumption, especially based on exactly what I was saying, that she was doing that.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know if
could,
you
could
it's up
assume
to
she went
you,
with her.
but I feel like
But
I would.
you've done enough.
I would
You
say
have
that's
done a lot
what
of heists with Anna Kate. I could see you being sneaky enough in your thoughts. do
So,
that.
as you guys are leaving, Boulder Bottom would say, well, if she's with that changeling, I'm guessing she's just trying to figure out where they are. But yeah, I agree with Zalafe. It seems kind of a weird move if they're just going to come back and work with us anyway. That said, I have heard of their group. The Three Kings actually have pulled a couple of pretty impressive heists in the northern Dwarven lands. What's it
Really?
called? Sorry, I keep forgetting the name.
Darroch?
The Darroch Empire, or sorry, no, the Drogoth Empire. They're actually wanted in some of the cities up there. I don't know what they've done in the Therian Empire, or not Therian, the Teruvian Empire, if anything, but they are a pretty, what is it, infamous group.
If they're that good, would their name be known?
This is, well, you wouldn't think so, but apparently they're popular in some circles.
Oh,
depends on if you're trying to get paid to pull off heists or not. Then you'd spread the news about what you've
so
accomplished.
just
Exactly, he says.
just an offhand thought that I wanted to throw out there. What's the odds that they stole the eye?
You'd be surprised.
Still be here?
Maybe
Good to very good.
maybe they needed it for something with Molten Chapel.
Like a vault
I-
key?
Maybe. I don't know anything about this eye they took. It says it's a magic thing, right? Zalafe?
It's a
you
magic.
know anything?
Yeah, I think it can be used to scry and also potentially helpful in forging things.
Huh. Well, maybe the scrying thing they needed for information. That's the only thing I could think of. Anyway, we heading over to the park.
Yes.
Let's Throw a disc around. Wait. I think it's what the kids do these days.
Throw a what?
A disc around.
A disc around and throw a frisbee.
We're gonna play disc golf.
I thought you were talking about disco too. God damn.
Alright, so as you are sneaking over to the park, for some reason, there is a group of fire giants moving through the area you're in. I need some stealth checks, DC 20. They seem to be looking around.
Just avoid them? Like, okay. We still have pass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you do have the +10.
Okay.
I will burn my. Yeah, can't. It's fine.
You're burning what?
Mine +10.
Nothing.
I forgot to
I
add.
rolled a 19. Everybody, I rolled a 19.
Ooh, all right.
Unless anybody's got anything to help me with that.
Fine.
All right, Zalafay is like, shh, quiet, as he throws some very good advice to you. You're like, oh, okay, and you're stealthier. All right, Eddie, is that everyone? And Kate, all right, you're being quiet.
I take the frisbee out of her hands, right as you might throw it at him. Just no.
Stay back.
God, no one in our party knows where Anna Kate is. Like, she's just gone.
I feel like I'm looking right at Anna Kate, and she just fades away. I'm like, oh my
Just fades
god!
into the background.
What
It's like, what the hell?
Suddenly, there's like a log on the ground there. Like, what the? Or a puff of smoke. All right, so yeah, the giants pass by. You guys kind
Oh
of
my
quickly
God.
get behind stuff in the alley. They do look like they're searching around for something. Whether or not it's you, you're unsure, but they didn't seem to notice you as they continue. So you, did I get a roll from Thorothi there? Oh yeah, Thorothi, I need a stealth roll from you. Maybe you stepped away.
He's talking. I cannot hear him at all. He's talking.
Oh, is he talking?
I don't know. I thought you when you said. I made an assumption that he talked to you
No.
guys and I couldn't hear him, but no,
We
okay.
can't hear
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Oh no, I don't see him. Thorothi, are you there? Alright, let
Did
me,
we lose him? His connection was kind of spotty.
I can make the roll for him, I guess. I'll just roll using his modifier. Yeah. Alright, he's fine. So you get back to the park and you are waiting. You find the stage he was talking about. It looks like some sort of place where one might put on performances. Though it's not being used right now.
Oh no. Oh no, we've changed maps.
Oh god.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, God.
Oh gods.
When you say he was talking about,
I'll just use the party token for now. But yeah, it looks like there's kind of a theater area that right now there's no one really here, but this might be someplace where shows are put on. So you're gonna wait here, I assume. Anyone doing anything?
Beryl is
Oh,
surviving,
what are the
watching
odds?
the route.
What are the odds you think we should have killed her? Or killed
Eh.
Changeling?
Yeah.
Changelings are
Nothing.
a problem, but you know, like whatever.
I don't think they'll
Well,
turn into the dwarves. Did they try anything? We're fine.
From what I have heard,
it's just
a lot of dark, like underground people really don't like changelings for some reason. Of course, a lot of above ground people really don't like changelings for some reason. They seem like fine people. They steal your shit a lot, but you know, as I look at Endicades, but that happens, right?
I'm not a changeling.
Right.
No,
So,
no. I was never going to assume you're a changeling.
As you are
it was
here,
oddly suspicious those giants came looking soon as they were gone.
Sure, it's fine.
as you are waiting here,
Mhm.
you start to hear, it sounds like some kind of commotion to the south of you. Some yelling and what you think is giant. And someone might be saying, please just leave me alone. What do you want to do?
Uh-oh.
Do you want to go look into it, or just kind of stay here?
No.
Want to look into it? Let me think.
No.
Hey. They said to be
Have my-
left alone, so let's leave them alone.
That's fair.
If
No,
somebody stealthy wants to go watch, they can. But I'm just
You
get
have
my
no
big
idea
brother
where I
pick.
am, so I'll go stealthily watch.
All right, so you head south a bit. Go ahead and pull your token on.
After she leaves, I'm gonna turn around and go. All right, maybe Anna Kate should go scout the. Where the hell is Anna Kate? Is everyone gonna just
Exactly.
disappear today?
probably with Beryl. Who knows?
Am I
Where
just
am I
like the
going?
most unperceptive
I mean,
guy?
it's
like,
fair.
right now?
Anna Kate
Like,
and Beryl scout together a
So
lot.
when
So.
you get down to that area, you would see a couple of giants. Hang on, let me just put them on the board here.
My game's running so poorly. I got like 2 seconds of that map before it disappeared on the screen. It looks so cool.
yeah, you go. But you got blindsided for 10 feet, so that's really good.
Yeah, but I can't see anything at all in general right now. I have to keep reloading.
Oh, that's right. Anna Kate, do you have dark vision at all?
I have goggles of night.
So you would see two giants kind of south
Don't.
there. And between them is a Dweger who is kind of on the ground, like with his hands up, saying,
Oh.
like, please just leave me. I had nothing to do with the break-ins. And they say, you're coming with us. You've been avoiding our summons. Your fate will be decided by the Forge Masters. And he says, no, they'll kill me. And you can kind of hear this in the distance. Anna Kate, with your passive of 13, what do you want to do?
Oh man.
Does Anna Kate care?
Yeah, I don't think Anna Kate cares much. Other than just general curiosity.
Alright, so you just watch?
Yeah. Just see. I'll creep closer if I can get a better look, but I want to see where.
Give me a stealth check. Okay, so yeah, you're very stealthy. Go ahead and move closer if that's what you're doing. You would see a couple of other Dweger in the area, or deep dwarves in the area, who are kind of keeping their distance and just whispering as this kind of old guy is laying on the floor. At this point, this guy's just gonna scoop him up. He's like, and like take him in his hand, and they start walking away if you're not doing anything.
Don't know there's much of anything I can do.
Start rebellion.
Right. Where does it appear that they're taking him?
It looks like they might be heading out of the park and more towards like the forge area.
And you said there are other Durgar around?
Yeah, so there's like some civilian just watching and like looking concerned as they pick up this older looking guy and are just dragging him away.
Crap. I'll ask one of the people, who is that guy that they're taking away?
Dweger's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, it's fucking giants. You never know what they're doing. They're the worst. Probably just gonna kill that poor old guy.
Are they speaking Dwarvish?
I do know.
good
I do.
choice.
I do speak Dwarvish.
Okay,
I
so
do
then,
speak
I mean,
Dwarvish.
yeah,
I figured you asked
if you
Dwarvish,
talked in
but-
Dwarvish, then yeah, he would answer in Dwarvish. The Dweger kind of sighs. He says, I mean, you're probably from the surface. You don't know much about it, but the giants, while they are our allies, they're not the nicest allies to have.
I see. Well, unfortunately don't know that there's much that I can do to help. But
Alright, so they kind of disappear out of the cave with the guy. The guy just,
okay.
the Dweger near you just sighs. He's like, bastards. No one deserves to be killed by giants. Alright, so what do you want to do?
I guess I'll head back to the group and tell them what I saw, and it sounds like the situation is not good down here, but
At least not good. As good for the Dweger.
Right.
Alright, so you get back to the party and tell them about that little encounter.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I hate cities sometimes. I have to tell you that.
Fomenting
Bold-
Rebellion is not really on our task list, but
Yeah, Boulder Bottom says, I didn't really look much into the politics of the city last time I was here, but it seems like these giants are not well liked. But yeah, as he said, we're not really here to start a rebellion.
Foment the rebellion.
We're not, but we're trying to get by the giants. So a rebellion army
yeah, but
would
fomenting
be
a rebellion
pretty
takes a
sweet to get
long
by
time
with.
and a lot of resources, and you
Sounds
have
like
to do a
it.
bunch of stuff.
Sounds like everyone's already pretty much against them. All we gotta do is ignite a spark.
Fan the flames.
Even a riot would give us plenty of time when we get by everything we need.
And you know what?
Yeah.
There's nothing more chaotic than a riot. I'm just gonna
That's
say it.
true, but how practical are the Dwegar people?
How
in
practical
this
are
world?
Dwarfs. Even if
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
Even if they're deep dwarfs, they're still dwarfs. They're pretty practical.
Oh, let's not go crazy.
So it'd be really hard to get them right.
Let's
to
not
get
go
them really
crazy,
riled
Boulder
up.
Bottom says. The deep dwarves are not necessarily to be trusted. Their society is much more evil than a standard dwarven one. I'm not sure we want to
Racist
go
mode.
involving ourselves in their problems. Did you say
how
racist?
evil is the standard?
No, we just wanted to foment the riot.
I would have said that racist much. I did.
It's like, hey, I'm not racist. I'm just saying, deep dwarves, you can't trust them.
I don't think you're so great because you know.
I heard they're lazy. Yeah,
I have plenty of deep dwarf friends. How dare you?
Right.
He would, but yeah, he takes a little bit of offense to that. He says, well, I'm just saying the societies of the deep dwarves are run on slavery and cruelty. I don't know how this city is, but I know how it is down there. You do not want to be in their territory.
We already heard that they took in slaves, so yeah, they're kind of asses to me. So just saying.
don't really feel a need to help them, but
I don't
chaos
want
out
to
here
help them,
couldn't
but
hurt.
I would like to manipulate the situation to our advantage.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to cause there to be some disruption and chaos to provide cover for us to sneak into some places.
So
I mean, sure, but starting a riot and a kind of a heavy duty thing like this requires some resources and foreknowledge, which I don't think we have. So
Not yet. I mean, we'll see if it's on the plate or not.
I came in late to this conversation, Diddy says. Are we starting a riot? Also, hey again, Titus.
Wait, so
What's up,
Diddy didn't go back to her? people?
It's been
She's
a little bit.
hanging around listening to them.
It's been a little bit. She, oh right, you went with her. All right.
I gotta.
So
I gotta
I
go.
just assumed some time had passed while you guys were waiting.
Yeah, I
here.
figured it would be a couple hours at least, but
It
yeah.
it has been. I was just kind of passing it quickly, like that. It's been a while, but I can tell you what you see. So
Well, my. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
she basically goes into kind of an area underneath the streets. It looks like it might be an old sewer for the city, though it at least now is mostly not in use. Going through some of the tunnels, she would come out in a small, like kind of dried out area where there would be two other individuals who she would talk to. I guess I can give you their pictures. Oh, you kind of
Remind
know
me-
what they look like.
Beryl's main plan was to use her first survival skills to basically learn the way to their secret hideout, and just in case it was useful to the tribe later.
Yeah, sure. Give me a survival check.
But yeah, I mean, if she's like, yeah, if she meets with other people, I would definitely try and listen to their conversation, depending on what language they use.
All right. Yeah, give me a survival. DC. Oh yeah, that's enough. So yeah, you're pretty sure you could find your way back here. There was a good amount of tunnels, but there was mostly straight shots with a few turns here and there. So do you want the rest of the group to listen in on this conversation? Are you okay with them knowing?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right.
I mean, Beryl will tell them all later, but
yeah, that's what I figured.
I just can't tell it to them until I'm out of wild shape because I can't use the Spice Murmur right now.
So rather than role play with myself, I will just kind of give you the kind of the bulletin points. So they're
little masturbation.
Yeah,
It always
I'm
occurs.
just
It happens.
talking to myself for a while. But she basically tells what you guess is their leader, kind of a dashing, like handsome guy, about the group. He seems to know of you. He's definitely heard of the tribe, and he would say they have skills that we don't. Their muscle could be of use. Are you sure they're trustworthy? And she says, I don't know, but I don't think we should pass up this conversation or this opportunity. And he says, well, we could always leave this hideout if we have to. There are other places we could go. So, sure, bring them in. If they get dangerous, I have some backup plans to get away from them and keep us safe. And she nods and says, yeah, I figured we did. There's a third person, but she's being really quiet and not really talking to the other two. She's kind of at her little station working on some sort of contraption. She kind of reminds you of like what Zalafay does, like more mechanical magic. But anyway.
And their little hideout, like, not necessary to go in deep description, but like, I'll glance around at like kind of what facility they're using and what it might say to their abilities and plans and stuff.
So it looks like an old, like I said, like a dried out area of an old sewer. The only thing out in the open is this little laboratory that this, you're guessing is an artificer, is using to work on some kind of device. Everything else, like around here, you're guessing there are like doors off to the side that might be their rooms. But yeah, there's not too much you can deduce just from
equipment or.
Yeah, no, it looks like a temporary hideout, not like something they spent like a long time setting up. But anyway, so fast forward back to go ahead.
No, I was just, how long from the time we arrive and her having the conversation between her like returning?
It's probably about an hour.
Because I think if I learned the way to the hideout and I listened to the conversation, I think I would try to find my way back to my group ahead of her.
Oh, while she's like getting ready to go back.
Well, if she turns around right away, no biggie. But like, my whole plan was just to like find the location of her hideout and take it back to the tribe. I just thought it might be. Beryl thought it might be leverage for the tribe. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Power move.
You could like
transforming on her shoulder.
Spider run through the tunnels, I guess. Give me a survival check, DC 10. Now that you kind of know the way. All right, yeah, I don't think you can fail that. So you're heading back to the park, I assume.
Yes.
All right, so let me retcon that a little. Beryl would arrive first as you guys are kind of having this conversation.
I will draw a map.
Beryl arrives first, out of breath.
Yeah, just like speed ran back to the park.
I don't know if spiders have lungs like humanoids.
Sorry, book lungs. We hear like wheeze.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So when she arrived, she would drop her spider form and ask for a crayon and a chalk and parchment. She's not very good with the quill. And she would draw a map and give you guys as much detail as she could about how to find the hideout. and tell you what she heard of the conversation.
And then we hear Diddy coming. Oh, do
Yeah,
we?
I'll say
Actually,
a little while. Well, she did actually sneak up on you, but with Beryl here, Beryl would hear her coming. Are you in spider form or in barrel form?
I'm in barrel form.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you.
I
Would,
dropped the wild shape in order to draw the map.
Yeah, maybe a little while before she gets here, Beryl would like tap someone as she hears her coming. But yeah, she would come up and say, "What's this I hear about rebellion?"
The dwarves
Right.
seem to be very tired of the giants.
Wait, what does she know
So-
about rebellion?
Well, she kinda,
Talking about
Oh,
it.
she heard us talking.
Yeah, she was like
Oh.
sneaking
Yeah, we're talking-
forward as you guys were talking. She says, "Yeah, no, I
Yes,
was."
the
the
dwarves
situation
seem to be
was
very
wrong.
tired of the giants, and honestly, the giants are kind of dicks. But
She says, "Yeah, we kind of got that impression too. It's why we've been, or at least I've been able to gather a good amount of information about the giants because everyone seems to hate them, at least on the dwarven side.
Mm.
But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's much we can do about that. It's kind of outside our scope. Not that I really
Yeah.
care about the deep dwarves anyway.
yeah,
But
screw those guys.
good news. The my boss said I should bring you down there. We can have a chat.
Oh.
Everybody.
Oh, very good.
If you're ready, I can take you right now.
Oh, sure.
All right, and that might be.
I'll lead the way.
You say that?
Yes.
She looks at you quizzically. She says, "You know where to go?"
Yep.
How is
It's
that?
good that way.
Give me. She just seems confused. She says, "Okay."
I will stride forward confidently towards towards the sewer lair.
All right.
What a power play.
Well,
And I
that
will
is a power
murmur
move.
to
That's
Beryl,
like,
you did that whole
you
thing
follow
just
me.
to do this.
it's like high level
Just so you
corporate
can show
power move right
little,
there.
didn't you?
Like, I'll show
Didn't
you
you?
where it is. What the fuck? All right. Well, this might be a good place to end, as we can start with the encounter with the Three Kings next time. Are you back, Thorothy?
I am, yes.
Okay.
I was having internet issues in the end.
You what?
It's thing. I was having internet issues towards the end. My internet's
Oh,
patchy.
okay.
I noticed you were breaking up.
Yeah, I made a stealth roll for you at one point. I figured there must be something going on. But yeah, why don't we do MVP votes?
Beryl. No.
Yeah, a whisper.
Oh my goodness, it's always so hard.
Sorry, I was trying to get you
Thorothy,
guys some
whisper
combat
it.
there, but you guys are very sneaky.
I'm-
Seems like
I'm
some of
fine
you
with
really
combat.
want
Titus
some.
is sad, but
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I feel like Titus, like, he's been gone for so long, and you know what? We didn't choose a scribe. I knew we were gonna forget.
oh god damn it!
I was just like,
Was I supposed to tonight?
it was your
At least
turn.
someone
yeah.
else took responsibility,
Oh,
Lou.
I'm sorry.
Are you willing to
Um,
do it, Titus, off of like what you heard?
This will be up on the YouTube, right? I can just listen to it again.
Oh yeah,
and-
that's true. If you wanna
Yeah.
listen to it, you could always.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take time and do that. Just give me time to get it up. I still have to get the one I missed up. It's been a very, if I'm honest with you guys, my last couple of weeks have been insane. My kid's mom's family member went into the hospital and she's been taking care of him, and now we had to put down the family dog, and then
Oh.
two of my kids over the weekend had to go into the hospital with respiratory
Oh,
issues.
jeez.
It's
Oh
been
my
a crazy
goodness.
fucking month.
Sounds like
Everyone's
you and,
fine.
You
except,
and
yeah.
me have both
Everyone's
been
fine?
having a crazy week then, or quite crazy month.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pardon.
everything's turned out okay, except for the dog thing. But I mean, I gotta take she's 14. I mean, she was coming to her end either way. It hurt the kids a little bit, but the respiratory issues for all the kids and the or my kid's mom's family member are all doing all right. So I got to take it, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The good word is so.
Well, hopefully the D&D games bring some happiness and all this too. But
It did. This was definitely. I'm not even home. I made this. I'm at. I'm at my kid's mom's house because we've been just all staying together the last little while.
yeah.
So I made this work on a laptop I bought at the store.
Oh,
So
well, cool. I'm glad.
It
Wow.
just took everything. I got it, and then I set it all up, and that's why I was late because I ran down when I actually had to hardwire it in too because the Wi-Fi wouldn't work. So that half hour I was late, I was snaking a wire from the router to the basement.
Oh, nice. Well, I
Wow,
think
that
through
is
the wall.
some
that
dedication.
is. Yeah, I'm glad you were able
I'm
to
changing my vote.
Well,
Hang on.
change your
I'm
vote.
changing my vote.
Right?
Yeah. Like,
Was
God
this all
damn.
been like a secret play to get the MVP vote, Titus?
No, I
It was-
don't even really
It
want.
was very clever if
I
it
had an
was.
inspiration already. I didn't use, but
All right.
I've been doing a lot of electrical. I don't know how to do it,
Well-
so I just snaked it down real fast. I was like, "Hey, I get this set up."
the voice quality's actually been pretty good. I think it's actually
This is
better
her
than your
work
other one.
headset.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that is kicking the nuts because that's like a $800 headset I have back in my place compared to this like $50 headset that uses for work.
Yeah. Maybe it's my imagination. Deception check.
It's definitely it's definitely not.
But Beryl with 3 votes, you're MVP. Congrats.
Thank you. Just for her being sneaky at the end.
Apparently.
I mean, the idea. Plus
that was
you teleported us through the mushroom, so that was
Well,
important.
thank you guys. 'Cause I didn't have inspiration, so thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry if the middle of the game was getting kind of long. I was trying to figure out, like, giving you guys.
no. It's our fault. We're kind of be all planny and heisty, sneaky through the thing, which is inevitably going to be slower.
A lot of
Yeah,
'cause,
stealthiness.
like, even if we want combat, I think we're like super cautious about not like running into a nest of fire giants.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know why. I mean,
It's
just-
probably
just fire giants, right?
smarter to save your resources, but just like if you're never fighting, it can get a little long. So
No, I like
I feel I'm the driving force.
the stress of the dice.
Oh, go
It's
ahead.
good.
okay,
I like the stress
Yeah,
of the dice.
yeah.
I feel like I'm the driving force in a lot of combats and like to get us there. But if I'm honest with you, I like role playing more. Even when I love combat, but like listen to you guys role play, it's thoroughly enjoying. Like I don't. There's none of this that I don't enjoy. So
All right,
it's
good.
been
Like
don't worry about it.
from
At
this
least on
side
my
of the from this side of the screen, it's not always easy for me to know how much fun everyone's having. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. But all right, well, I'm just taking some notes, but otherwise I think we're pretty much good. If you guys want to hang out or take off, it's up to you.
I have to go.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Unfortunately, I've got cricket practice this afternoon. I've got to head off. Thank you for the game.
Oh yeah. of
Thanks,
course.
Lou. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, everyone. I'll see you.
Good night,
next
everybody.
Monday.
I'll see you next
Good night.
Tuesday. Or
Or Tuesday
Thanks,
for you.
everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, it's Tuesday afternoon. It's almost 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, it's Monday night here.
Yeah. It's
All right,
almost
come to the
Tuesday for me. 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
come to the
20
future.
till Tuesday for
Yeah,
me.
that's right. Yeah, you're still over in the
Yeah,
future.
same.
All right, now the hard part, remembering what happened during the game. I always have, always like, shit, what happened? All right.
No, I sit back and think, what did we do? And I sit there and go, I've had a blank.
Yeah,
It was nothing important.
it's, yeah, at least for me at the end of the game, I'm like, where did the story start? And then I kind of, once I remember that, I can usually remember everything that happened.
You got way more going on with you in D&D. I only have the 2 games, so for me, I'm like, I think about these things all week long. What my next move's gonna be, or whatever's
what
gonna
are we
happen
gonna
next.
do? All right.
So
oh, that's right. You took 2 days in the giant base.
But thank you all. I've been really enjoying it.
That's good to hear.
Nice to have you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about my absences, though. I know I've been last minute calling out. I've been trying to make them, but the shit
Oh,
that's been going on, I haven't.
yeah,
it
you've,
happens.
real life happens sometimes. No worries. Just glad you were here
We missed
today.
you.
No. Yeah, me too. I really jumped through the hoops to make it here. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
I have to patch that hole in the wall. I cut in the box, but I missed and cut over the studs, so I had to recut it. So
Oh.
there's a square cut in the wall right in front of the stud. I'm gonna have to patch that. Not my house either, so I can't let it sit.
Oh, that's right. You said your wife's house or wife's mom's house?
Or my kid's mom. We're not together anymore, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
she's yeah, we get along really well. She knew what I was doing, so she was fine with it.
Co-parent.
But
That's good.
she's yeah. Well, this is her office, and it's gonna help her in the long run with like work because I'll snake it back. Like I had snaked it to one side, and I popped it through the wall so I could play. But I'm gonna probably patch all that, and snake it to the other half where her desk is. It's not hard because it's right above. I had to jump through. Yeah. Why they blocked off part of the wall, so I had like cut a 12 by 12 hole and drill through to I guess they probably using fire blocking because it is technically a different floor. But yeah, I had to like I said, jump through hoops to get it down here, but I got it because the Wi-Fi wasn't working.
Yeah.
How did she work if she didn't have Wi-Fi down there?
Her on her work computer.
Oh, it was
Sorry,
hardwired. Gotcha.
On her work computer, it works just fine. She Wi-Fi's all over the house, and I've actually done a game on that before I started with Raven or Lou. I did a game with Rat on that, and it cut out halfway through because her work